Today's video could go either very smooth or it could go south very fast, because we are rebuilding the worst team in every single era, starting off with the Bird and Magic era, where the Indiana Pacers, based on the 1984 standings, are the worst team in basketball. Tied with the Warriors, but I decided I would rather do the Indiana Pacers. And they have some decent young talent, guys like Clark Kellogg, Herb Williams. They have some okay pieces. But when you have a draft class with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and Hakeem Olajuwon, we're going to tank. I'm going to be honest. Every single era is not going to be a tank. We're not going to tank in all of them. That would just be silly. This era, though, we're going to tank. It is a no-brainer to try to lose some games and get one of those guys. It should make this very first era a pretty easy rebuild. So we're going to trade away some of our young pieces like Clark Kellogg and see if we can get some draft picks and, fingers crossed, land Michael Jordan, Hakeem. And I'll be honest with you, the Chicago Bulls hate to do it to you, but we're definitely going to take their draft pick. This is a no-brainer trade. And then this is another trade that the Pacers offered me. And to me, the Pacers and the Bulls pick, I mean, we're almost guaranteed to get a top 3 guy at this point. We got to give up Herb Williams, which I'm willing to do. And then we also have to give up a lottery protected pick the next year. So if this does not pan out and we really suck, this could be bad. We could have our pick in the hands of the Portland Trailblazers, but I am willing to take our chances. We're clearing up cap space. Worst case scenario, we sign some guys to free agency. Best case scenario, we get a stud in the draft. And from here, I feel like we could probably keep the rest of what we have. Maybe we'll try to trade my guy Jerry for one more pick. If I could get one more first round pick in this year's draft, I'd be happy. The Clippers isn't a bad option either. We may actually have to take that. Rollins would be a solid pickup too. My main focus, like I said, is getting these draft picks, and then we'll build around our guys. But you know what? We're going to take the San Diego Clippers pick, and then we're good from there. Our starting lineup should be plenty bad. We have our own pick, so we have a very solid chance between these 4 first-round picks to get a very, very good player. George Johnson is the best player on our roster. I don't see us winning more than 10 games. We're going to simulate the season to get into the juicy part, aka the offseason, and we're going to see if we can land one of those good draft picks. And I was actually right on the money. We won 9 games, so we did get less than 10. The bad news, however, though, is the Chicago Bulls frankly did quite a bit better than I actually had anticipated. I haven't looked at the Blazers and the Clippers yet. Fingers crossed they did bad. Portland did very well, unfortunately, and the Clippers are the 8th seed. So all the draft picks we've acquired did significantly better than I was actually expecting them to do, which is incredibly unfortunate for us. I guess we did give them some decent players. Maybe that helped them move up in the standings as the Lakers win the championship. I don't know, but we're going to have our fingers crossed in the draft lottery. How many picks do we have in the lottery? It's a 50-50, I guess, for the top pick. I don't know how it worked back in 1984. Was it just a coin flip? Is that how it worked in this era? We have a 50-50 chance of getting Michael Jordan. Is this real life? We get Michael Jordan. We get Michael Jordan. The Clippers via Seattle, they have the number 2 pick. And then we also should have some more picks for some of these trades. We have number 11. We have number 7. And then we have number 18. So 7, 11, 18. I wonder if we could trade, package those 3 together, and maybe squeeze number 3 out of the Rockets, or even number 2 out of the Clippers, to be honest. If I could steal that, that would be a miracle. We have the number 1 pick, though, so I think it's obvious what we're going to do with that. I don't think I can make trades yet. Oh, I can make some trades. So who had number 2? It was the Clippers, right? We want to try to steal the Clippers or the Rockets pick. Let's just discuss the idea. See if they're even interested at all. Honestly, I don't know if I expect them to be interested. If I could get number 2 and we get Hakeem and Jordan, I mean, this sim is all but done already. Ooh, we don't want to trade that. Not that one. Not the number 1 pick. I clicked the wrong one. 7, you can have 11, you can have 18, and to be honest with you, you can have next year's pick too, if I'm being 100% honest. Can I give them 88? Yeah, sure, you can have that as well. Oh, the Clippers took it. Idiots. I wouldn't expect much more out of that franchise right there. That organization, they've been in poverty for years. I'm sorry, any Clippers fans out there. I do apologize, but I mean, let's be honest. What's got to be said has got to be said. We got number 1 and we got number 2. And you know, I'm kind of in a situation where just to be fun, we could grab Hakeem at number 2 and then Mike at number 1. Who do we want to give the number 1 pick to, or do I just take a flyer on John Stockton, take our chance? Now, come on, now Michael Jordan. We'll take Mike number 1, number 2. Let's grab Hakeem Olajuwon and let's call it a day. It's only a matter of time until this rebuild pays off. We can sim to the end. The rest of this does not matter. This is the dream. We might win one already with the rookies. I don't want this guy. I don't want Mo Wagner. Let's go team options. We don't have anyone, and we may have some cap space too. I don't know our cap situation on top of my head, but maybe we could sign a decent free agent as well. If we have money for a good free agent, it's already over. I would love to grab some better big men. Elvin Hayes is a solid pickup, actually. We'll see if we can negotiate a contract with Elvin Hayes. We could use a good backup point guard. I like Nate Archibald. That's a solid one. Get some veteran leadership here. We'll grab Nate. Little tiny Nate. And then small forward. I mean, does this matter? We got Hakeem. I forgot we have Hakeem. Why am I trying to worry about grabbing a big man? So we'll definitely focus on Nate Archibald as our primary, because I don't think we can afford all of those guys. We'll grab Nate. That sounds good. And then we need a power forward to pair alongside Hakeem. None of these guys are really worth any money here. These guys are kind of horrendous. We might just have to grab some minimums. Yeah, I'll be honest, the salary situation kind of screwed us over. Our team isn't looking as good as I was hoping, and I did not realize Nate Archibald was this old. 36. He's a 72 overall. Our team kind of sucks, but guess what? We have Mike and we have Hakeem, and I just remembered our pick is lottery protected, so I wouldn't even be mad if this season we lose some games, you know. Grab maybe one more draft pick, because I don't remember who we traded this year's pick to. We gave it to somebody. It might have been was the Bulls, was the Clippers? I don't remember. I think it was the Clippers. So we're doing terrible. We may be in the lottery again, which is fine. It's only a matter of time. By the time Mike and Hakeem both develop, I mean, it's a wrap. We're good to go. If we can squeeze in one more draft pick, you might as well forget about it. Sitting at the 9th seed, and to be honest, at this point, I kind of hope we lose some more games. I want to lose some games. Let's get a good pick. We made it to the end of the season, and the rookie of the year is Michael Jordan, who's averaging 27 points a night and 6 assists to Hakeem. Very good year. And speaking of Hakeem, defensive player of the year, which actually he's Hakeem Olajuwon at this point. He did not go by Hakeem until a few years later. I don't remember exactly what year it was that he added the H to his name or what was going on with that situation. I've heard the story before, just do not remember it off the top of my head. Anyway, the standings, we did drop out of the playoffs to the 9th seed, so we should have a chance in the lottery if I'm not mistaken. Again, I don't know exactly how the lottery worked back then. I didn't even realize it was a coin flip. Is it just the coin flip for the 1 and 2 seed, and then after that it's based on standings? That's kind of interesting, to be honest. I don't know. Should the NBA adopt that again? It looks like it changed here, I suppose, because we have 7 guys in the selection here, and we end up landing. Oh, do we not have our pick? Where is it? Where's the Pacers? I don't even see us. Do we not have our? Where's our pick? Do we not have a? Oh, the 3. I missed. Whoa, I'm looking in the second row. I didn't know we were this high. I'm looking around 10, 9, 8. Whole time we have the 3rd pick in the draft. Not bad. Not bad. This is turning out to be fantastic. And I kind of want to see if we could pry that number 1 pick. You know, I'm not going to get greedy. Let's not get greedy. Let's take what we can. You know, actually, we might need to get greedy. Who all is in this draft again? Who's available? Oh, Patrick Ewing. I don't even want Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon. That's just too much. The Predator. I can't take him. I don't want to win him a championship. Chris Mullin would be cool at the 3. We'll just see who takes who at the 1 and the 2, and then we'll decide. Karl Malone goes 1. Pat goes 2. Meaning at 3, we have some decent options. Joe Dumars would be a good one. We could get Charles Oakley, Chris Mullin, Schrempf. I almost want to see what we could do as far as trades. I kind of want to shop this pick and see if we can get an NBA ready player ready to go and try to win this championship next season. Just call it a day, win it next season, move on to the next era. This era is actually taking a little longer than I expected. I thought this first era would be very quick, knowing that there was this draft class available. I don't exactly love any of these players that they're offering me for this pick. None of these guys are jumping out at me as a big enough difference maker. Larry Nance, I do like that. I think we're just going to keep the pick, and I think we'll go ahead and we'll choose. Let's go with Chris Mullin. They have him listed as a shooting guard, but he should be playing small forward. And I think he'd be a better fit alongside Mike than Joe Dumars, since both of them are actually the 2s. So I think we'll grab Chris Mullin, a good scorer at our 3. Not a fantastic defender, but a good scorer at the you know, actually, I'm not too familiar with his defense. Maybe he was decent. Maybe he was a decent defender. I don't know. I know he was a great scorer, though. I think I've told this story before on the channel, but I remember watching an NBA TV documentary when I was like 9 or something, and they were really hyping up Chris Mullin. It was a while, like maybe like a year and a half, as I was starting to get into basketball. So I might have been a little younger, maybe like 7 or 8. I don't know. As I was starting to get into basketball, it's one of the first guys I learned about. I thought he was the greatest of all time. I thought Chris Mullin was like the best player ever. I'm telling you, if any of you have seen that documentary, if you know the name of it on NBA TV, it used to air, they really hyped him up. Like, it was unbelievable. Looking back at it, it's actually crazy the way they were talking about Chris Mullin. How much money do we have? Not a ton. We still need a power forward bad. That was our biggest issue last year. Do we not have a good power forward? Elvin Hayes is too old at this point. Samuel Williams is probably our best bet. I think we'll try to sign him to a contract, and that could really use 2 power forwards, to be honest. So maybe we'll give it a couple of contracts just in case that does not work, so we have some depth as well. And our cap space restrictions is a little bit annoying. We still need a point guard. We'll grab Mike Dunleavy Sr. I was a big fan of Mike Dunleavy Jr. as a bull. He's just a scrappy guy. He was a cool guy. Lionel Hollins. We need a point guard, man. I guess we'll take the best one available, or at least try to see if he'll sign with the team. He does. We still need a small forward, and we still need a power forward. We don't need a small forward because we're going to switch Chris Mullin over to small forward. So I really just need a backup power forward, and I'm not really familiar with any of these guys available. So let's go with rebound and perimeter defense, post defense, rebound, inside scoring, mid-range. Let's get some rebound and some defense. He's got perimeter defense and post defense. Reggie Johnson, we'll grab him, pair him alongside Hakeem. I like the idea of it. And then let's go ahead and change Chris Mullin to small forward. And I really like the direction of our team. I like where we're sitting. That actually increased Mullin's overall as well. Going into the next season, I like our chances. So this time around, a much better season. We end up landing the 2nd seed now, so 48-34. Pretty good year. Still not the top seed. We're still developing Hakeem and Mike, but they're doing well. Mike's averaging about 27 a night, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block and a half. Hakeem got another DPOY with 3 blocks a night, about a steal a game, 23 points, 15 rebounds. And Chris Mullin doing exactly what I was hoping he would do. He's bringing us in about 15 points a game. So a pretty solid start. We have a round 1 matchup against the New Jersey Nets. I'm not sure who they have on their team. Let's take a look. They have Albert King, Otis Birdsong, Buck Williams is their best player. I like our odds. This is going to be a tough match for Birdsong and for Gminski against Hakeem Olajuwon. I know our guys are young, but I still really like our chances. It's a best of 5. We lose game 1. We lose game 2. Oh, that's rough. We actually get swept in the first round. That's killer. Yo, this rebuild might be a little bit more challenging than I was expecting. I mean, it's only a matter of time. When you have this trio, it's only a matter of time. Let's not waste any time. This first era is not going to last much longer. The Portland Trailblazers, it worked out for them making the trade. Is that who we traded? It was the Clippers. We gave all the picks. Portland is just on fire here. I know we did do a trade with them. We're going to simulate to the... I'm not going to have a good draft pick this time, so I doubt we get anyone good in this draft. We'll simulate. The Rockets keep getting top 3 picks. They are really struggling here. We have pick 40. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sign somebody at the 40th pick. We're going to save that cap space for free agency. See if we can maybe sign someone that'll help our team. But at this point, Hakeem and Jordan should both be well into the 90 overalls. The development should be on pace to easily win a championship this next season. If we don't win one this next season, something isn't right. And it looks like we have plenty of money. We could sign some 80 overalls to our team. I don't think we need a small forward or shooting guard, obviously. I think, Bill Walton off the bench would be fantastic. Or even Mark Eaton. I really like that, but we need a good point guard. And if I can get a guy like Norm Nixon, even Doc Rivers wouldn't be a horrible pickup here. Do we want more defense or more offense? Let's go with Norm Nixon. I like our chances with Norm. We'll sign him if we can. Yeah, we land Norm Nixon. This one is pretty much all but over at this point. How much money do we have left? Can we bring in one of those guys I wanted? We cannot, but that's okay. We'll round out our power forward position. None of this really matters. And yeah, this is about where things should be starting to be all Pacers all the way through. A Michael Jordan MVP, almost 30 points a night, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. This has got to be the best defense in the league. Another defensive player of the year for Hakeem Olajuwon. We got a Mike All-NBA first team, a Hakeem All-NBA first team, and there's no All-NBA third team in this timeline. Of course, both on the all-defensive team. I wanted to see if Chris Mullins maybe got an NBA team, but we're actually the 3rd seed. So even though we have the MVP and we did drop down to 3, Detroit somehow won 70 games. And Boston winning 58. That's reasonable. 70 games is a bit egregious for the Detroit Pistons. I do still like our odds though of winning it all. Mike, Hakeem, and Chris Mullins up to 17 points a game. He's developing nicely as well. 86 overall. Maybe that documentary wasn't so crazy after all. No way we lose in the first round this time. I don't care who the Sixers have. It's not possible. Boston Celtics in round 2. They have Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. The Celtics we know. It's the Celtics team that we know. This is not going to be easy at all. Michael Jordan, he knots it up with Hakeem. Boston goes up 2-1. Oh my goodness, another loss. I thought for sure we'd have a championship by now. I thought for sure we would have a championship by now. That's actually crazy. We have to do another season. Hakeem 28, Jordan 22, Mullins 20. Robert Parrish just smoked us. Come on, Hakeem, what are you doing? Defensive player of the year like 9 times in a row. You gotta pull this out. And Boston defeats the 70-win Pistons, and the Dallas Mavericks go on to win the championship with Mark Aguirre. That's an interesting one. Again, we'll similar to the next season. We should be winning soon enough. All right, so we're pretty much, like, I gotta say, guaranteed to win. If I don't win a championship here, I'm the worst GM ever. The only guys on payroll right now is Michael Jordan, Hakeem, Chris Mullin, and Norm Nixon, which were our 4 best players. We cleared out house. Everyone else, I mean, I didn't do anything to clear them out. They just happened to all expire. So we have a ton of money in free agency. I can sign guys well into the 80 overalls. We have a lot of options. I could grab Robert Parrish. I almost want to grab him just so the Celtics can't have him, or even Bill Laimbeer just so the Pistons can't have him. And we could probably slide Bill Laimbeer to the 4. Imagine that defense. Hakeem and Bill Laimbeer, Michael Jordan. And I think that it might be what we do, actually. And I actually really like that idea. That's what we're going to go for. And here it is. It worked out. Not only was I able to secure Bill Laimbeer, not necessarily even because I just love to fit on the team, because I mean, it's an okay fit, but it's not like the perfect fit. I just did not want the Pistons to get him again. Michael Cooper. We were able to scoop up Michael Cooper. So we have Cooper coming off the bench for Mullin and for Jordan. Our starters is fantastic. Norm Nixon, Michael Jordan, Hakeem, Chris Mullin, Laimbeer. Our bench is decent too. I mean, we don't have anyone great on the bench. We did grab Samuel Williams. We got Mike Dunleavy Sr. Outside of that, nothing special, but I really like our odds here. We should be, I think, the #1 seed. No way any other team is competing with us at this point. And this should be the last season we have to simulate in this era. We should be able to finally move on to the Jordan era, because I still got 5 more eras after this. And we're at 17 minutes into the video. I don't want this to be a 10-hour video. So we got to hurry up and win this championship. But right now, we're sitting at the 3rd seed. I don't know how this is possible. 27-10, halfway into the season. We need to start turning up, and we need to do it quick. 1st seed. All right, I like our chances. And another MVP. We got 2 MVPs on the team, Mike and Hakeem, both most valuable players. And Hakeem probably got Defensive Player of the Year yet again. We're just going to jump straight into a 67-15 on the year. We had a fantastic season. I don't even think we need to hesitate in these playoffs. I think we just run through these. We'll check out the finals when we get there. That was scary. That was scary. We almost lost to Moses Malone and Maurice Cheeks. Oh my goodness, a rematch with the Celtics. Yo, this is nuts. Why are we in a game 7 right now? 47. Larry Bird is willing them to greatness. Mike with 12. What are we doing? He fouled out 6. Our whole team fouled out. That's the problem. These guys are the dirtiest players in NBA history. Of course, we're going to do a simcast. It's a game 7 against the Boston Celtics. We are at home. I'm praying our team does not foul out and we just win this. Let's get this one over with. I'm ready to move on to the next era. I'm sorry, but I did not think that this era was about to take so long. I thought we were going to fly through. In this game 7, it's a 5-point lead with a couple minutes. I think we're pulling through. Couple possession game. I don't think we need to jump in. We pretty much have this one in the bag. Jordan with 31. That's more like with the season on the line. 31, 24 for Laimbeer, 21 for Hakeem, and 15 for Chris Mullin. Bird only had 25. If he had another 40 piece, we were done for. Conference finals was against the New York Knicks with Dominique Wilkins, Joe Dumars. We got this. I'll be honest. Dominique and Joe Dumars together is pretty scary, but we should have easily the better team. I think that the Boston team was actually a little bit better than this New York squad. I don't know how they're the higher seed. And like I said, we're blowing through them. We definitely have the better team. 4-1. Move on to the NBA Finals, where we will face the Sacramento Kings, who are led by the Predator. No chance we can let him win. We have Bill Laimbeer and Hakeem in the paint. He should not have a good series at all. This should be it for this era. We win game 1. We win game 2. Can we just sweep him? Sweep the Predator. Keep the streets of Sacramento safe. He wins the game. And then we end up winning the 5. Hakeem Olajuwon, finals MVP. 23 and 15 and a half. 3 blocks a night. Chris Mullin was actually a more productive scorer than Michael Jordan in this series, shooting 60%. That was a huge pickup. Michael Jordan with 24. I don't remember who it was I was considering taking over Chris Mullin. I think it was Joe Dumars. And it's proven that yeah, Mullin might have been the better pickup. So we're done with the Bird and Magic era. We have rebuilt the Pacers. We won them a championship, which they couldn't figure out. They got Reggie Miller, and they're still trying to figure it out to this day. Tyrese Halliburton, they would have won. Let's be honest, they would have beat the Thunder. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. We're moving on to the Jordan era. And this is the rebuild I'm frankly not looking forward to. The Minnesota Timberwolves were the worst team in 1991-92, which is where the Jordan era starts. They don't have a lot going for them. Pooh Richardson, Tony Campbell, Doug West. They got some guys in their 20s, but no one that stands out. Now, we're not going to necessarily try to tank with this team, but they're probably going to tank anyway. I'm not going to trade away all of our players for picks like we did in the Bird and Magic era. I don't think we have enough assets to really make any valuable moves right now in this first season. So I think we're just going to let the first season ride out like it normally would. Hope we get lucky in the draft. Once we get our pick, then maybe we can decide to try to make some trades with some teams. I don't want that for Scott Brooks. Maybe we could try to make some trades with some teams and go from there. But this one is going to be a lot more challenging. And yeah, these standings kind of show exactly what this Timberwolves team was. 19 wins on a season. Somehow the Orlando Magic were even worse, but pretty much the worst team in basketball. So we'll simulate these playoffs. None of our players are worth even talking about. The rebuild's really going to start in this next season. After we get the draft pick, unfortunately, the Predator wins. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. We'll go to the draft lottery. We should have a chance at number one. It's between us and the Orlando Magic. Frankly, they deserved a little bit more than us. But if we get number two, I'll be happy with number two. We get number one. We get number one. And that's going to make this rebuild a lot easier. I was starting to get a little worried, but with the number one draft pick, and this should be an obvious one. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal is a no-brainer. If we got number two, I was probably going to grab someone like Alonzo Mourning. Would have been my next pick, but yeah, Shaq is going to be the way to go. We're not going to trade this. I know I mentioned we'd consider some trades, but you have Shaq. Shaq is a keeper. Now, the one issue is there's some good free agents available, some pretty solid players here, but we don't have a lot of cap space. I can't necessarily sign anyone notable, so I think it's going to be another season of just playing basketball, see what happens with Shaq, see if we can get a decent draft pick. It says these guys are affordable, but then it tells me I don't have enough money, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to sign him to a one-year deal. I do not want money in the books next year. I don't want money in the books next year. We're going to make some trades to try to free up some cap space if we're not doing too great. We didn't get the guy I was trying to sign. I don't even know who that was. More or less, I'm really just excited to build around Shaq. And we're going to need to free up some cap space because with our different... How do I get to our contracts? I need to find our contracts. With our contract situation, where is it? I always have a hard time finding this stuff. Salary cap breakdown. That's what I'm looking for. We need to clear these guys that are here for multiple years. I want to clear them out so we can use that money on someone actually notable to build around Shaq. Some of these guys we may keep, but most of them, if they're not doing something to help this team, are probably going to get moved. We may keep Pooh Richardson. That's a decent point guard to have. Outside of him, everyone else is pretty much free game. So I simulated close to the trade deadline, January 27th. We're sitting at 15 and 27. We're the 11th seed, which is good enough to probably be in the lottery. We're one of the worst teams in the West, and we may honestly finish as the worst team if we continue this trajectory, and one of the worst teams in basketball in general. So things are not necessarily working out with Shaq right now. Shaq's doing great. Don't get me wrong. Shaq is playing fantastic. 21 and 11. He'll probably be the rookie of the year, and Pooh Richardson is playing well also. But it's not good enough to make the playoffs. So we're not going to make the playoffs. I want to start looking at some trades. Specifically, Tony Campbell is about to have to go. He's under contract for the next 3 years, and he's playing well. He's our third scorer, but I don't want that money all wrapped up. Oh yeah, we also drafted Latrell Sprewell, by the way, in the second round. He was available in the second round, so that kind of felt like a no-brainer. But then you got guys like Tyrone Corbin, 3 years, 3.42 mil. That's a bit ridiculous. He's making more money actually than Pooh Richardson. So we got to trade some of these guys. And this seems like literally the perfect pick, or the perfect trade, I should say, that we can get for Tyrone Corbin. Not only do we free up the cap space by taking on Mark Eaton, he's an expiring contract. We get a first-round pick, and it probably won't be good from Utah, but I would love to have it. I mean, it's better than no pick at all. We have the Knicks pick that's, the top 3 protected. That's actually not a bad option either. In 1995, the Jazz is for 96. We have another pick from the Lakers, and you know what? Actually, I think we're going to take this Lakers one instead. I was looking at the Jazz. I didn't see any of the first round picks, but I must have glanced over this one. We're definitely going to take this Lakers pick. How much protection is it? Oh, lottery protected. No, we're not. We're going to go back. I'm going to grab that Jazz trade. And while that other pick I didn't want for the protection reasonings, this Lakers pick I would love to have. They're offering me the 1994 first round unprotected in return for Tony Campbell and another expiring contract. So I absolutely love this deal. We're going to take this one. And I think that's realistically all the trades we need to make right now. We have one more trade I was considering. We do have Randy Brewer, but he's expiring. So I don't think we need to worry about moving him. Maybe I could get something decent for him, but I don't want to go overboard with the trades. Actually, Luke Longley, I did not even see we have him. We're definitely trading. I'm not paying Luke Longley 1.6 mil a year to come off the bench for shit. It's just not happening. We have to find something for him. An expiring contract, ideally clear up that cap space. If we can find one attached to a pick, that is best case scenario, which we may not be able to. Yeah, we'll just take whatever. We'll take whatever 1 year deal that we can find. And we'll take this one for the Clippers. Donald Royal. Really doesn't matter. I just want to get this contract off of the books. And our rookie did win Rookie of the Year. No huge surprise there. Shaquille O'Neal does pick that up. That was about all we had going for us all season. They did not finish as poorly as I actually expected. We did finish up with the 11th seed, but we still have a good shot in the draft lottery to have something decent. Shaq finished the year with 22. Pooh Richardson, we did end up keeping, like I mentioned. He's at 18 and 9. Actually, a pretty solid point guard paired alongside Shaquille O'Neal. I kind of like that little pairing right there. And we should have a ton of cap space going into this year's free agency. Best case scenario, we get like a top 7 pick. The Chicago Bulls end up winning the championship. Best case scenario, we get like a top 7 pick. I just noticed the Lakers were in the finals, so I don't know how they're still doing so good. Is Magic Johnson still on that team in the Jordan era on 2K? He is. Okay, so he's not retired. So they may end up being pretty good. Maybe that draft pick we got from them is not going to be as valuable as I was expecting, but that's all right. I mean, we don't necessarily have to have something huge from them. We have a 7.6% chance at the number 1 pick. If we get top 5, I'd be pretty satisfied. We get number 7, so we don't move up at all, but that's not bad either. We can get some decent talent at the number 1 pick. Hopefully in the free agency, we're able to get something worthwhile. We'll simulate to our picks, see who's available. I don't even know who off the top of my head is available in this draft. Ooh, Allen Houston. That could be a solid pickup. That's a fantastic shooter to space the floor for Shaq. Bruce Bowen is a really good pickup as well. I like some of these options. I think we're probably going to go with Bruce Bowen. Byron Russell, that's a decent one too. But that's at number 7 pick, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I really like Bruce Bowen. I think that this, for me, makes the most sense. Or do we want Allen Houston? It's a toss-up for me personally. I think we're gonna go with Bruce Bowen. Let's go with Bruce Bowen. Fantastic defender. He's a good shooter. I like our chances there. Do we have another pick? It's a second rounder. Anyone decent in the second round? A lot of these guys I'm not too familiar with. So if there's like a hidden gem here, I'm definitely gonna be missing it. I'm gonna let the 2K AI choose that. I'm not gonna pay him money. Penny Hardaway goes number 1 to the Pacers. Chris Webber number 2. These are some great guys I would have loved to get. Unfortunately, we did not get that high of a pick. Imagine still pairing Penny with Shaq. That would have been fire. We're definitely gonna agree to the team option on Sprewell. He doesn't cost much and a lot of potential upside. We're not gonna offer any of the qualifying offers, and now we should have a ton of cap space. I thought we'd have more. To be honest with you, did I miss some guys that were under contract? I thought we'd have a lot more money than that. I mean, Bruce Bowen, we have to pay him. Daniel George, this guy is sitting in the trenches at 64 overall, getting paid a bag. This is who I missed. This is who's ruining our salary cap, man. We're paying this guy half of our budget. Unbelievable. I mean, that's uncanny. He's getting paid almost as much as Larry Nance. I'm at a loss for words. I'm seldom this shocked. We have a pretty solid point guard, so I'm not worried about that. What kind of depth do we need at this point? We have Shaq. We have Pooh Richardson. We could use a good power forward for sure. Maybe some more shooting guard depth. So power forward and shooting guard, those need to be our 2 main focuses. Vernon Maxwell's a fantastic pickup. I like the idea of Vernon Maxwell. Let's take a look at our power forward. Oh, Dennis the Menace. If we can grab Dennis Rodman, I like our odds. This is going to be a fantastic defense, a lot of rebounding. Let's go for Rodman. Is who I really want. That's what I wanted. I really did want Rodman. Vernon Maxwell's fine, though. We'll take Vernon Maxwell if we can get him. Vernon Maxwell, Sons of the Rockets. No, we don't get either of our guys. I mean, it's still a moratorium. Let me offer Dennis Rodman a little bit more. Maybe we could pry him away from whoever just signed him. I offer him some more money. We'll offer him a player option as well. Give him a little extra cash. He's agreed to come to our team, and we get Dennis Rodman. So I really like the look of his team. Dennis Rodman and Shaq together. Floor spacing non-existent, but no one's shooting threes like that in this era. We have all the rebounding, all the interior scoring we need. Bruce Bowen out there for the defense. Pooh Richardson for Pooh Richardson things, whatever he does, scoring the basketball. And we still have a little bit of money to spare. Vernon Maxwell's available. Houston didn't take it. Can we still get Vernon? If we get Vernon Maxwell, I like our odds. Come on, give me Vernon. Yes. Yes. All right, now pretty much we're gonna round out our depth with some minimum guys. Doc Rivers, that's a fantastic pickup. That's a great pickup for off the bench. Can we get Doc? We're getting some fantastic pieces. I'm starting to get excited about this. Van der Wee. I always forget how to say this guy's name. Van der Weeg. I know he's pretty good at the sport. I know he can shoot the heck out of that basketball. So we'll sign him to a deal if we can. And then a backup power forward for Dennis Rodman. None of these are too exciting. I guess we'll go with Terry Davis. Why not? Just the best available. See if we get these guys. Jared Dudley. Is this Jared Dudley's dad or something? Who is this guy? Doc Rivers. We do acquire Doc Rivers. Are we going to get the power forward we went for? It doesn't look like it. We still need a small forward. I don't think we had the money for the guys we were offering. We'll just grab the best available player. Van der Weehe. That's who we offered money to. We don't have money for him. We'll sign a couple of minimums and we'll ride with this team. So here's an updated look at our starting lineup. We have Richardson, we have Maxwell, we have Bone, we have Rodman, and we have Shaq. I like what we have going in. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little curious, and it may be a hot take, and you may think that I'm crazy for this. I kind of want to shop Shaq. I just want to see what's available out there for Shaquille O'Neal. We probably won't trade him. I was doing this video topic as a stream months ago on the other channel. And I did this with Michael Jordan in the Bird and Magic era, and people thought I was crazy. I traded Mike, and I got a ton in return, and we won a championship much quicker than I won one in this video in the Bird and Magic era. We won one very, very quickly, and I'm wondering if it would be worth it to do the same with Shaq. But I don't know. With what we have, it made more sense then because I had Hakeem and Jordan, so I traded Jordan, and we got a ton in return. I could get Alonzo Mourning and a pick. Yeah, none of these are jumping out at me. We'll keep that idea in our back pocket. Maybe down the stretch, if we're struggling to win, maybe we entertain the idea of trading Shaquille O'Neal. For now, I think we'll keep him. We can't trade Dennis Rodman. We're just going to run it back this season with our new look. See how well this team performs with the roster that we built. And so far, they're not performing the best. But they're building up team chemistry. The chemistry is only at 60%. Give them a second. Get it figured out. We'll see where we stand. Right now, we're the 3rd seed. So it's a huge improvement for the Timberwolves. This is the best they've ever been in their franchise existence. We'll try to make a run with this team before we do any crazy trades and throw it all away. Yeah, I might have completely lost my mind discussing trading Shaquille O'Neal. He's already an MVP. He might have took that personal. He might have heard about that. 32 points a game, essentially. 14 rebounds, 3.5 blocks. I feel like he kind of got snubbed in defensive play. I guess the Admiral was pretty close on blocks and had more steals. Fantastic season for Shaq. A huge year for Shaquille O'Neal. Gets all NBA first team, of course. He's the MVP. That's a given. All defensive team. Do we have anyone? We have Shaq. I was hoping maybe Dennis Rodman made it. He did not. But what we did make was the NBA playoffs, which is huge progress. 57 wins. We're only 1 win away from the #1 seed. Very, very close to that top seed in the West. In our regular season standings, of course, we have the MVP, Vernon Maxwell. This was a major pickup. He's scoring almost 19 points a game. Is that above his normal scoring? I mean, I know he's a solid player and he's a key piece for the Rockets. But was he scoring? I guess he was. I mean, he was putting up 15, 17. Underrated player. He was a very good defender and shooter as well. Yeah. I got mixed up with someone else for a second. Pooh Richardson, Doc Rivers, Latrell Sprewell, Dennis Rodman, and then this fake Jared Dudley. I don't know who this guy is, but he's on the team. Bruce Bowen, rookie Bruce Bowen. Expecting a little bit more out of him, but it'll take some time to develop. I like our chances. I like our future. It's looking bright. Round 1 against the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek, Dan Marley, Terry Mills. They got a pretty stacked team. Unfortunately, though, their center is horrible. I don't even know who that guy is. So Shaq, it should be a slaughterhouse for Shaquille O'Neal, and it is. It's going to be a sweep. We do sweep the Phoenix Suns. Round 2 is going to be against the Denver Nuggets, the 7th seeded Nuggets. We have a free walk. Whoa. Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe. Maybe we don't have a walk to the finals. Oh my. Yo, Shaq is about to be in a hell in a cell out there. Oh my goodness. They win game 1 by no surprise. I don't even know how we won the next game. I got to look at Shaq's numbers in this series. I mean, this if he's outperforming those guys, we got to look at the numbers. They somehow win a 6. That was actually terrifying. I would not waste Shaq on my worst enemy at your position. And somehow he's put up 31 and 13. A very impressive series from Shaq. I don't know how that's even possible, but he was playing phenomenal. Vernon Maxwell was not shooting too great in that series. He was still scoring 19 points a game though. And then we have the conference finals is against the Warriors. We've faced the lowest seed we could possibly face in every single round so far. Every round we have faced the lowest seed. We avoid the Predator. We're playing against Chris Mullin, our old friend from the last simulation, and this should be a breeze. Chris Gatling is not stopping Shaq. I think we win this one in 5. They take game 1 though. We take game 2. I'll take game 3. That might have been a game 1 scare. Yeah, it was a game 1 scare. We're gonna win it in 5 like I predicted. And who else will we face other than Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, BJ Armstrong, Oliver Miller? Yeah, I'm not worried about Oliver Miller. Shaq's got that easy. Vernon Maxwell. I mean, not to say anyone could guard Michael Jordan, but Vernon Maxwell's a decent option to put on Michael Jordan. We have Bruce Bowen out there as well. Dennis Rodman to cause some issues. I actually hate to say it, but I think the Minnesota Timberwolves have a chance. They win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. I would love to just win this finals. We tie it up. This is big. Game 5 is huge. We take the lead. Potential to win a championship. Oh my goodness. A game 7. A game 7. Oh, they win that one by 14. Shaq trying to close it out 39-14. Mike had 37 though. At game 7. This is uncharted territory for this Bulls team. We're going to hop in. We're going to simcast it. The Bulls never had a game 7 in the finals. They got one today. And the Timberwolves are in the lead on the road right now. Going into halftime, they have the lead, but it's a back and forth affair. This may be a game we have to jump into. It is very close down the stretch. I'm a little nervous because the Bulls have a lot of veteran leadership. They got Michael Jordan. Our team is very young. It's back and forth. It's anyone's game right now. We got to jump in. We have to jump in at this point. Minnesota does have the ball, so we have a chance to take the lead here down the stretch. Sprewell with the basketball, swings it around the Bowen. They're trying to get down low into the post to Shaq. I see the play developing. Vernon Maxwell with it now. Shaq still trying to get down low. He's setting the screen. The pick and roll. Maxwell has a wide open midi. Maxwell gets it to go. That is huge from Vernon Maxwell. He almost re-signed with the Rockets. That would have been a tragedy. Armstrong with the ball now. If we can keep the ball in Mike's hands, this is great. Oh my goodness. Pippen gets open. Pippen gets wide open for a 3. That's a big 3. He's not even a shooter. Maxwell with the ball now. Oh, this is a huge possession. We're down by 1 with 45 seconds in the game. Maxwell a spin move. Get the ball in Shaq's hands. No, do not shoot this, please. They give it to O'Neal. O'Neal in the post. Please swing it back to Shaq. Sprewell at the ball. A pull-up 3. I don't like that shot, man. I don't like that shot. There's 7 seconds separating shot clock and game clock. Michael Jordan has a chance to end this one right here. The dagger. Michael Jordan, he's looking for it. He drives to the paint. Mike the pump. A lean and layup, and that might end our season. Michael Jordan may have just ended our season. We could have already been done with this second rebuild. We were seconds away. That's unbelievable. We may never get this chance again. We got so lucky in the playoffs playing all the worst teams. Down by 4, I guess it's possible. You need a quick 3 at this point. That shot that Sprewell wanted to shoot last time. And why we didn't go to Shaq is beyond me. Sprewell, shoot the ball, man. He pulls up for the mid-range. Shaq snatches it out, kicks it back out. Shaq, you should have just tore the rim off. Why didn't Shaq dunk the ball, man? Tear the rim. Jordan had 25 in a game 7. Obviously, the huge layup we saw at the end. Shaq with 37 and 14, but got not a single shot attempt there down the stretch. Not a single one. Snatched that rebound, had a wide open dunk, did not go up with it. We should have played the free throw game. Vernon Maxwell, I don't know what Sprewell thought he was doing. He's 4 for 12 in the game, 0 for 2. I guess that's what I get for drafting him. We're going to lose in game 7, which is very incredibly unfortunate. I do want to look at our team's finals debut. I want to look at their stats for the finals. So let's take a look at that real quick. Shaq is leading the charge, 33.5, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. We move forward. I don't think we're going to trade Shaq. After what I just saw, we're going to keep Shaq for sure. So that draft pick we got from the Lakers a couple years ago, it did turn into Jalen Rose. So I went ahead and I drafted Jalen Rose with the number 10 pick. our team, our overalls are kind of feel like they're dropping a little bit. So I'm a little nervous moving forward. But we'll see if we can get this figured out. We still have pretty much the same core. Pooh Richardson was a free agent. I was able to bring him back. We brought back Latrell Sprewell even after what I just witnessed. He was a restricted free agent. I did match his offer. So we're going into the next year with essentially the exact same group. I'm still confident in this team. After what I just saw, that was actually pretty impressive. I did not expect them to go that far. Hopefully we can get it done this season and we don't have to go further into this rebuild. And up next will be the Kobe era. I'm trying to think who off the top of my head is the worst team in that era. It might actually be like the Bulls, to be honest with you. That's post Michael Jordan. The Bulls got to be up there. The Clippers are probably one of the worst ones. I know for sure the LeBron era, the worst team is the Bobcats. That's like the worst team in NBA history, not just that era. The worst team ever, without a doubt. So we'll see how that plays out. Another MVP for Shaq to go along with another fantastic season for the Timberwolves. We are the first seed this time around. They ended up winning 60. I thought it was 60. We won 59 games. It was the Hornets that won 65. I was just looking at their coach of the year. 59 games, respectable. We are at the top of the West right now. Team pretty much exact same as last year. Shaq leading the charge. We got Maxwell. We got Pooh Richardson putting in some work. Sprewell's doing his thing. Jalen Rose, the rookie, he's doing pretty well. Bruce Bowen, he's not doing as much as I was hoping. Yeah, nothing that's really standing out. I mean, I guess he's getting a steal a game in his limited minutes. We may gauge his trade interest if we don't win the championship this season. Round one is against the Dallas Mavericks, who have the rookie of the year, Grant Hill. I think they also had, last year's rookie of the year, Chris Webber. So they got the last two rookies. Too young right now, though. So I think we should be able to win, but we need to hurry up and win a championship before they get going, because if those guys stay healthy, that is a scary team. Round two is against the Denver Nuggets. Again, Shaq's got to deal with that Dikembe Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning dynamic, and they're only getting better. Those guys are steadily improving, especially Alonzo Mourning. We win game one, which is huge. Win game two. Shaq making a statement. We're trying to sweep through the West. Sweep the first two rounds, and we face the third seed Warriors. We almost got a piece of the seventh seed Rockets. We almost played the seventh seed, which would have been fantastic. The Warriors, though, Chris Mullin, we just beat these guys last year easily. They also have Tim Hardaway. I feel like we should be able to beat them again. No one on that team can guard Shaq. Same start as last year. They win one, we win one, and then we go up 2-1, go up 3-1. Are we going to win a 5 again? We don't. They're fighting back. They force a game 7. If we lose this game 7, Charlotte is waiting in the NBA. I'm not even gonna simcast. Just do it. Just do it. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Shaq with 33. We blew him out in game 7. Absolutely smoked him in game 7. Chris Mullin was shot 2 for 10 with only 8 points. Vernon Maxwell played fantastic. Pooh Richardson, he's playing great, man. Keeping him was a very good decision on my part, I feel like. The Charlotte Hornets, George Merson, so they have a giant in the paint. Del Curry and Larry Johnson. A formidable team. Not the scariest team I've ever seen, but formidable. Larry Johnson is no joke. Game 1, we take game 1. If we went to 7 with the Bulls, we should be able to win this. Come on now. This shouldn't be a challenge. It shouldn't be a challenge. Give us the championship, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was about to be another game 7. We win a championship with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shaquille O'Neal takes home the Finals MVP. That is another season down. Let's just take a look at the guys' final stats if you're interested. Vernon Maxwell, that was a huge acquisition. I am so glad we got him. Honestly, Dennis Rodman, I haven't even been looking at his rebound numbers. I kind of forgot we grabbed Dennis Rodman. He has been playing great, though. In the 2 years, we had him 16 boards, 13 boards. Not doing much else. But he's been cleaning up that glass for sure, helping out Shaq down there. So that's 2 errors down. 4 more to go. That feels like a lot more errors to go. We got to get this moving. So the worst team in the LeBron era, or no, the Kobe era, I should say, was actually a toss-up between the Cavaliers and the Denver Nuggets. I forgot that the Kobe era started in the year before the draft class with LeBron. I now have the choice between the Cavs and the Nuggets. I think I'm going to go with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Denver Nuggets are an okay choice as well. But I think Cleveland makes sense because what I plan to do is, I know I said I was not going to tank in all these rebuilds, but this one, just again, like the first one, it feels like a no-brainer to tank. An absolute no-brainer. If I can get LeBron in like D Wade or LeBron and Melo, you might as well just wrap it up. So I think we're gonna try to trade some of these guys and get some more draft picks. Big Z's gotta go. 3 years, 40 mil. We can definitely trade Big Z. If I can get maybe the Nuggets or the Bulls draft picks, we have a solid chance. at one of those big ones, that would be huge. The Nuggets, they're not offering me that draft pick. I want to talk with them. I got to talk with Chicago. I got to see, can we possibly get, I'll even take this guy, Eddie Johnson's terrible contract. Can we possibly steal their #1 pick? That's what I really want, is Chicago's pick, because I feel like it has a, maybe I should try to take Chicago's pick with a different player, because theirs isn't going to be as, but they have a solid chance of getting in the top 3, but Denver is obviously going to be your best bet of getting in that top 3. So I would love to snipe their pick from them. So let's go over to Denver. Let's offer them for this first round pick, Big Z, and they're 12.3 over the cap. So we need to take someone back. See, the salary situation is going to make this one tough. We'll take this guy's horrible contract, and we will take this other guy's horrible contract, and it's still not enough though. 1.59 mil still. Yeah, it might not be realistic taking their pick. They are kind of iffy as far as salary situation, and now we have too many players. Can we give them our cheapest guy and figure this out? We're definitely not giving Carlos Boozer. We need Carlos. Smush. Okay. How can we get this done? I doubt they're gonna say yes to this. Yeah, they don't like that. I'm gonna have to give them some future picks. I'm willing to give them all of our future picks. You can have all these picks in the future. I just want this next season's pick. They don't like this. They don't want to take on the salary, they said, which I don't blame them. I don't either. How many picks is it going to take to get this done? I don't think we're going to be able to get this done, fellas. Last chance. Oh, we get it done. All right, we have Denver's pick. We did give them Big Z, which, thinking about it, maybe this was a bad idea. We gave them Big Z, so maybe they're going to be kind of good now. Realistically, though, I would love to steal either the Bulls or the Heat's pick. I think Chicago may be a little bit easier to steal. So let's just go into this trade finder, see what they want. And they want first round swap with the Cavs. I don't want to swap. I just want your pick. I literally just want your pick. I don't want to do a swap. They're only interested in a swap. So I'm going to have to manually try to figure out a trade. I already traded away all my picks, so we don't have a lot to offer because we don't have very good players. I mean, I could give him Carlos Boozer. I would like to keep him if possible. And see, they're kind of tight on salary as well. Getting this done, maybe if I can give them just Carlos. Can they afford that? It would still be a little bit too high. Carlos has some value to him, so I could take one of these terrible guys in return for Carlos. They're not interested. I don't have any picks to add. Unless they're cool with taking all these seconds, we may just have to ride with what we have. They're not cool with that. So we're still going to make some more trades. We're going to still make some more trades. I don't like where we're at just yet because I want to guarantee we get #1. If we get LeBron, you're off to a great start. We're going to trade Ricky Davis for sure. I don't want his contract on the books. Carlos will keep. I like the idea of keeping Carlos, and I'd be happy to extend him. He's a fantastic player. We'll keep Carlos Boozer. These guys got to go. Darius Miles and Jones both have to go. We're paying them far too much. We got to get rid of Chris Mim without a doubt. Even if he wasn't getting paid a lot, we still got to get rid of him. So let's try to take on some expiring contracts. Maybe a pick if we can find one. The Jazz's pick. We take on Greg Ostertag's contract. That might be worth it. Top 3 protected for the Knicks. If there was an expiring deal, I would have took that. We can get 2 expirings. Oh, LO, we get the Suns pick. It's not going to be a high enough pick. I think we're going to have to go ahead and take this one from the Jazz. We'll take on Ostertag's contract. I don't like the idea of taking his contract, though. Let's not take on any contracts. We don't need a pick for this deal. We'll just take some terrible role players that's on an expiring deal. Clear up some cap space situation. I think our best option is going to be this one from the Indiana Pacers. That'll move our cap space around a little bit. And then, like I said, we still need to move a couple more guys. I'm not going to keep you guys around for that. We'll cut to whatever I decide. So I made a couple more trades, but some of these guys are impossible to move. Like, we're not going to be able to move Darius Miles. So we're stuck with his contract. Wagner, we're stuck with his contract. And some of these contracts are, like, awful. Like, no wonder why the Cavaliers could not win with LeBron the first time. They're paying this guy 3 years for $13.4 million. I haven't even tried to move his contract yet. If I'm able to just move him at all, I'd be thrilled. We'll definitely take this. As long as there's nothing better. Actually is better. For whatever reason, the Sacramento Kings are willing to give up a pick for this guy. I don't even know who this guy is. And I think that's all the trades we're going to be able to make. The rest of these guys are not getting paid that much. Whoa. Why is this guy getting paid a bag? Was this the Cavaliers' actual situation? We're gonna have to trade to the trade deadline so I can move this guy. I don't know if that was their actual cap situation. It may just be the situation where 2K has some issues with the roster, but that's egregious. I'm pretty sure I was a 2K created guy, and Carlos Boozer I would never wish injury on anyone, but thankfully for our sakes in this rebuild, he's injured. No shot we win any games. I did not rig that injury. He just happens to be injured. I don't want any of your trades. I'm not interested. We're trying to lose games around here. We should be guaranteed a good pick. We'll have top 3, I think, guaranteed. So if we can build around LeBron, Carmelo, or D Wade, any of the 3, I'm confident we can get a championship relatively quickly. We got to move on from the rest of these contracts, though. So I went ahead and made like several trades right here. Yeah, I moved around a lot of pieces. The best thing we ended up getting was the Grizzlies first round pick from the Pistons. We're able to pry that away from those guys. I don't think it's going to be as good. I think they're a little bit better here. We moved quite a couple of pieces around. There were some 3-team deals that like both sides were agreeing to, but the 2K sim wasn't letting me do, so we had to break it into like multiple deals. Some weird, you know, logistics behind all of that. But yeah, our team is pretty much broke down. We only have a couple of contracts that are going to stick through, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We weren't able to get rid of all of them, but we have a pretty good haul of draft picks, so we have a pretty good set. I like our odds heading into the NBA draft. We're the worst team in NBA history right now, 6-50, so I feel like we should have the best odds. And then we have whose pick did we steal? I remember we stole somebody. Was it the Nuggets? Yeah, we stole the Nuggets pick, right? I offered them a bunch of stuff in Big Z. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, if we can get 2 of the top 5, I really love our odds. 2 of the top 5. It should not take too long to rebuild this era. So our lottery odds, of course, we have the best chances from our own pick. We have the number 9 chance from Memphis, and then the deal we got from the Denver Nuggets is pretty rough. Denver actually went pretty ballistic there. They really turned their season around acquiring Big Z, apparently. So that was actually like an awful trade. We gave up a ton to get that pick, and it's probably not even going to be in the top 10. So very unfortunate. If we don't land at least number 1, thank goodness we got number 1. If we didn't get number 1, this was about to get scary. We got 1, so we get LeBron, and then we have 9 and 13. I want to see if we can maybe trade 9 and 13 for number 3. So I'm interested to talk to Miami Heat. If we can pry number 3 away from them with 9 and 13, we're in great shape. I don't care who we get between D Wade or Carmelo. Either or would be fantastic. Let's see if they're willing to trade down in this draft. Oh, we also have Runner Test from one of our deals. I guess I can't trade him. He's about to become a free agent, unfortunately. Most of our team is about to become free agents, so I don't really have any other assets I could possibly trade. They're not interested. And I don't think I'll have. He was involved in a previous trade. I can give him this pick from the Kings. Apparently they agreed. We're set. We're gonna have LeBron, and we're gonna have either Carmelo or Dwayne Wade, so we're good to go. Let's see who number 2 picks. We obviously know who we're picking with number 1, LeBron James, and then number 2 is gonna be, oh goodness, now who do I pick? Oh, these idiots made a mistake. You know, I actually want to chat with the Utah Jazz. I am willing to give them number 3 if I could take number 4 with a decent player on top of number 4. I wonder if we could get AK and number 4 with the number 3. I wonder if we could like pull that off somehow. I'm willing to go down. Like I said, I don't mind taking one or the other. I'm willing to go down if we could get AK. I don't even want AK. I want number 4. If we can get number 4, number 3 and Greg Ostertag, number 3, and I can also get Matt Harping. Now we'll just keep number 3. We'll keep number 3, I guess. Let's look at the trade finder though. Before we do anything, let's see. Is there anything like crazy I can give this number 3 pick? There should be some stuff. I mean, this is a generational talent that's on the board, about to be drafted. We can bring Big Z back and also get Marcus Camby. The Nuggets actually want this top pick. They want to grab Carmelo. Ben Wallace. That might be worth it. That's a win now move. That's a win now move. Yao Ming. See, these are some win now moves. I'm really tempted, but I think we got to take Dwayne Wade. Let's just take Dwayne Wade. Let's trust the long game. We can always trade Dwayne Wade if nothing else. I am like incredibly tempted though to take my chances on one of those guys. Carmelo does go number 4. Maybe I should have, just to spice things up a little bit. Maybe taking one of those trades. We have a ton of money though for cap space, like I mentioned. Free agency. We should be able to sign another good player. Apparently we don't. I don't know how this is possible. We have a lot of money. I freed up all of our cap space. How do we not have more money than this? Hedo Turkoglu is a free agent. I would love to take him. He's not interested in talking with us. I don't know why. What's his problem? Because we were so bad last year? We may have to tank again, to be honest. Do we? Yeah, we're not going to be able to build out our bench at all. Let's take 1-year contracts, clear out the rest of this cap space, and we'll build that way. I don't want to do this in any other eras, but it just seems like the easiest way to do it in this era. I hate to do it, but we'll pay him the big bucks to put him on the team. David Robinson, we'll pay. We already used all our offers. So let's go ahead and lock in these guys for the 1-year deals. Spend the rest of our money. I don't know how we had 16 mil available to give to Karl Malone, but I didn't have 16 mil available to give to anyone else. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll give Arvydas Sabonis a contract. Yeah, I mean, this guy wants 13 mil. I couldn't afford him. Was it glitched? Oh, we have to give Carlos Boozer money still. Yeah, I want to bring Carlos back. He's not interested. Oh my goodness, Carlos isn't. I should have traded him. If I knew he was going to be not interested, I would have traded the guy. We definitely should have traded him. That's unfortunate. We'll sign a bunch of minimums and then we'll keep it pushing. This free agency is pretty much over. I think if no one else is interested in Carlos, doesn't he come back to us anyway? Is that how that works? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a second. The 2004 draft. Is anyone good in that? Is that Dwight? I don't remember off the top of my head. I feel like 2004 is a bust, right? Oh yeah, we don't have anything. I don't know. I don't understand why I could pay this guy 16 million and Steven Jackson 7 mil. That's a combined 23 mil, but I wasn't allowed to spend that on anyone else. We also have Gerald Wallace, by the way, which I do like. I'm kind of interested in the trade in Dwayne Wade. I'm not going to be able to because we recently signed him or whatever. Oh, it does let me. Did I turn off the rookie? I don't think I turned off rookie signing, right? It should still be on. None of this is that interesting anyway. We're not going to trade him. We'll keep him. I kind of want to tank, to be honest. I don't even have my pick. We don't need to be tanking. This is bad. This is really bad. Luckily, the rest of our team is about to get cleared out via contracts. I got to get rid of Milt, and then otherwise it's going to be just LeBron and D Wade, and we can build literally entirely around those guys. We got to trade this one guy is the only guy we're going to have under contract, and we can get rid of him for... I'm not going to trade exception. I'm not going to be get a first-round pick for this guy. I don't know why I'm looking. We'll take a second-round pick. And then I don't want to do any... do I have the contract extensions turned on? I don't think I do. We'll simulate this season. I guess we're technically tanking. I don't want to tank. We don't have our draft pick. So hopefully we can win some games, get LeBron and D-Wade some playoff experience. They're winning it with the band of misfits here. They're winning a lot of games. I think if we get a good pick next year, if Dwight's not... I don't remember if Dwight was 04 or 05. If Dwight's not in that draft class, we'll trade it. If we get the #1 pick, we'll trade it and try to build a free agency and hopefully win within the next 2 or 3 years, because we're already coming up on an hour long in this video. This is taking a bit longer than I was expecting, and it's starting to get late. I got work in the morning, so we got to hurry up and knock out the last of these rebuilds. We do end up having a rookie of the year, LeBron James. Really no surprise whatsoever there. And the Cavaliers, we actually made the playoffs in the first season. So the 8th seed, which is cool. Again, we didn't have our draft pick, so it didn't matter either way. 40 and 42, we tie for the 8th seed. We're probably going to lose to the New Jersey Nets. I know we have LeBron and Wade, but they're both rookies, and we have absolutely nothing else. And to be honest with you, I don't want to see the Predator get anywhere near the second round. So let's go ahead and simulate. And we actually do end up winning the first round. The Magic defeat us in the second round, which is fine. We're going to move on and go to this next draft. We should have... I kept saying if we had the #1 pick. I traded. I don't know why I kept saying that. I don't know why I was kept thinking about the draft lottery when we don't have our pick. I shipped it away. Denver has our pick. So none of that even matters. We'll go straight into the NBA draft. We can actually skip past it. We don't have our pick. Why do I keep thinking we have a draft pick? And there's a lot of talented players available in this free agency, but for some reason, apparently none of them are affordable. Am I missing something? We have no one under contract except LeBron and Dwayne Wade. $9 million under contract. What is the salary cap in this era? Team salary is 9.45 mil. Cap hold is at 23. How do I not have money? Oh, I do. It's just for some reason it's telling me they're not affordable. Why? What is wrong with this game? Why? I guess affordable meaning cheap. Yeah, I can sign any of these guys. Yeah, we're about to grab Pau Gasol. That's what unrestricted free agent Pau Gasol. Are you kidding me? Paired with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. We got to get Pau. I'm willing to crank this up a little bit. I can't give him any more than that. We'll give him a player option too. I want to give him a no trade clause. It won't let me. If we get Pau, say goodbye. Oh, that's tough, man. That hurts, man. That hurts. Kenyon Martin's a decent backup, but man, Steve Nash is 30. This is still a young Steve Nash. This is the answer. This is who we go for. For some reason, I was thinking we were in 2011. I was thinking this is an ancient Steve Nash. That's fine. Steven Jackson can accept whatever he wants. We got Steve Nash in the roster, baby. We're set. We're good. We have, wait, is that accurate? 16 mil cap space? I can sign another guy? Oh, I should have offered, who was it that was available? I should have offered Kenyon Martin some money. We needed a good big. Do we maybe just take the best player available and try to trade him for a big man? I need a big. Vlade Divac. I guess we can give Divac. There's no good bigs available. Getting Powell would have been nice. I think we go for AK and maybe trade him in a second. We could put LeBron at the 4, put AK at the 4. Either or is fine, I think. Please sign with us. Yeah, we get AK-47. That's solid, man. That is solid. We don't have a big man on this roster, but we have some talent. We have a lot of talent on the roster. I don't know why they have Steven Jackson as a shooting guard. He's definitely a small forward. I'm going to go ahead and change him. And then we're going to have to put one of these guys at power forward. That hurts LeBron a lot. It only hurts AK a little bit. So we'll move AK to the power forward. We have Steve Nash at point guard. This is Steve Nash. This is him before he's an MVP. This is when he became an MVP in real life. Oh, we have MVP Steve Nash with our young guys. How much do we have left? We have $5 million in cap space left. We can still sign a decent player. Mike Miller's an okay option. I think grabbing Marcus Fires. He's not a great big, but he's a solid big. Might be the right choice. But then I see Vlade Divac, and I think, man, like, we gotta grab Divac, right? Let's grab Pfizer. He's an okay interior force. We'll try to snub him a little bit on some cash. We'll try to lowball him just a touch. We'll offer him a player option to sweeten the deal. If we can get him for a little cheap and then maybe still squeeze in Divac, that would be ideal. It looks like Divac is no longer on the board. We had Gerald Wallace. He's not available. Hakeem is still playing at 40. Is this guy nuts? 41 years old. What is he, LeBron? All right, we do have Vlade Divac. I didn't see him. He is available. Yeah, we'll absolutely offer him a contract. If that's all we can get, perfect. Perfect. It's not the best team we've ever seen, but it's an okay team. And now we do have to resort to some of these affordable guys. Greg Ostertag, sure. We'll go for some minimums. We don't really have a choice. We don't have a lot of money. What kind of fake JJ Redick? JJ just red. Just JJ red. Bob Sura, we'll pick him up. That's probably our best bet for a shooting guard. Grab us a solid shooter. And then I guess we're going to have to take one of these G Leaguers for our point guard. None of these other options are worthwhile. Gary Rice it is. We'll offer him a contract. Do we get these guys? Ostertag does not sign. Bob Sura signs. We get Mr. Rice. We need a backup big man still. I guess we'll just take the best available. George Brooks. Not sure if this is a real person or not, but he's the best big man we have available to come off the bench. And there's our offseason. I think that was a fantastic offseason. Clearing up that cap space gave us a lot of room to work. I feel like last season I could have did the same. I immediately went to the affordable section and saw that I thought I couldn't afford people. I think I could have. I think we could have built up our roster last year, but that's all right. We got Steve Nash. We have LeBron. We have Dwayne Wade, AK-47. I would love to get an upgrade at like a center position. And in fact, maybe we'll simulate to the deadline and ask around, see if we can maybe get an upgrade. I wouldn't mind trading D Wade if we could get a massive upgrade. Because right now we're starting off the season 7-4, which is fine. We're doing okay. But I want to make sure we like guarantee the championship. I don't want to go into playoffs with no chance. I want to go into playoffs and just be the absolute favorites to win it without a doubt. And I was shopping around for deals, and there wasn't anything that was like super exciting except for this one. I like this. I really like this deal to land us a solid big man. We got to give up a lot of D-backs, so we lose a little bit of big man depth, I guess, but I'm happy to get rid of him. And Steven Jackson, I would love to keep. I'm actually a big fan of his. I really liked his game. But he is only on a one-year contract, so he's probably going to end up leaving in free agency. We're not going to have the money for him. And grabbing Marcus King, I think, would be great. Now we have a defensive anchor added to the team. He's rounding out the lineup with AK-47, LeBron, D. Wade, and Nash. I mean, Nash is about to be working a pick and roll with Camby, throwing lobs to Wade and LeBron, AK-47 even. I really like what we just set up with this team. So our new depth chart, I don't think we're going to make any other trades. I was looking at trades for Steve Nash, Wade, and Kirilenko as well. I did at least entertain some offers. None of them I thought made the team any better. And I actually, just for fun, I wanted to see what someone would give me for LeBron. But there's apparently no offers. Because, I mean, what are you going to get for LeBron? You know, a second, third-year LeBron James. What could you possibly give a team to make them do that deal? I remember there was a deal where it was allegedly a LeBron for Kobe clean swap. Just a 1-for-1. I think I want to make a video on that. I want to say it was like 2007 or 8. Maybe 2009. No, it was before they got Pat. It was before. So it must have been like 2007. It was a 1-for-1 swap. I may make that video at some point. I think that could be interesting. But other than that, I mean, what else would you really trade for LeBron James? So far, decent season. If we don't win this year, if we keep this same core, I feel like next year is pretty close to guaranteed, because we're going to have a pretty developed LeBron and Dwayne Wade. If we don't win it this year, which we might, honestly, next year should be in the bag. And we already have a LeBron James MVP as well. 26, almost 10 rebounds, 6 assists a night. We don't have a defensive player of the year. Sometimes Nees Sims, AK-47, gets him left and right. I mean, he gets him a ton. And the standings, I think we're like the 4th seed, but we did a lot better than the standings show, which we'll look in a second. But for now, here's LeBron, weighted at about 20. Nash fitting right in, 17 and 8.5. Nash is playing fantastic. Marcus Camby did not get enough run with us for his numbers to really be accurate, but I'm sure he fits in just perfectly. Yeah. I mean, he's blocking the ball, grabbing rebounds. AK-47 a little underwhelming. We may look to trade him next season. If we don't win this year, I think I might end up moving him. I don't think his playstyle really fits in well. He's only shooting 39% from the field. I think we have too many hands in the kitchen. I need someone that's more of a pure role player at the 4. We need someone that can shoot, stretch the ball, play some defense. AK-47 is a great player. He does a little bit of everything, but I don't think he fits well with our units. We won 57 games on a year, which, like I said, is a lot better than the standing shows, the 4th seed, but we'll take it. We have a matchup with the Milwaukee Bucks here. In round 1, they should have Ray Allen. They have Michael Redd. They got some scoring power, Chris Kaman even. But I think we should have this in the bag. We have a young team, but still, at the end of the day, you have LeBron, you have Dwayne Wade, and they may actually beat us around 1 bounce. We force a game 7, end up losing a game. That's tough, man. LeBron with 37-13, Wade with 23, 5 and 8, Camby 11-13, Fires 10 and 11. Steve Nash was awful, man. 1 for 11. That's why we lost. We only lost the game by 5. Nash might have to get traded for that, man. He really might have to. Going into the next season, maybe we won't trade Steve Nash. Pau Gasol won Finals MVP for the Grizzlies, by the way, which is kind of unfortunate since we were trying to get him. I am going to trade AK for Kenyon Martin, the guy I originally wanted anyway. I think he's just going to fit better in with the team. There was some interesting trades available. Marcus Camby, there was an offer for who is it? Darren Williams. I couldn't think of the name for some reason. There was an offer for Darren Williams, so I was considering the idea of making this move and then trading Steve Nash for a different center so we could go younger on our point guard. But I think we're trying to win now. Let's just try to win now. There was also an opportunity to get Tyson Chandler with AK-47, and I was considering trading Marcus Camby for someone else and having Chandler at the 5, which, looking back, I think we probably should have, because Marcus Camby's a free agent after the season. So if we don't pull this off this year, that's actually kind of rough that we're going to be losing Camby. Maybe I should have took that. Shane Battier was also available for multiple of these different players that we can move. Ooh, I like the idea of Ron Artest as well. Brad Miller and Jason Terry, that could actually potentially be a bit of an upgrade. 2K really loves Jason Terry as well, but I would like to get Steve Nash a championship, so I think I'm going to keep Steve Nash just because I do want to get him a championship. We're going to stick it out with this lineup. I think this lineup is solid. We did pick up Kerry Kittles in free agency. We picked up Scott Pollard. I think what we have is okay going into the playoffs. This is the year Dwayne Wade won a championship, so I'm pretty confident in what Wade and LeBron should be able to do this year. And then we have who would be the actual regular season MVP this season, Steve Nash, in real life. So we should be good to go. We got the Finals MVP. We have the MVP of the season in real life in Steve Nash. We have LeBron James. This should be more than enough. We're starting off the season 16-2. Let's not overthink it. Yeah, and I gotta say, sometimes you just gotta run with what you have. We have another MVP with LeBron. AK did get DPOY after we traded him, but I was really overthinking it, trying to make more trades. Isaiah Thomas is our coach, apparently. No need for more trades. 75-7. This Cavaliers team is absolutely stacked. I was, like I said, overthinking it. We have the MVP and the Finals MVP and LeBron James. What more could you need? We're gonna run through these playoffs. I don't think anyone's gonna defeat us. I got a little scared with the Pistons. We're gonna face Kobe Bryant without Powell and Bynum. Oh wait, they still have Shaq. I guess they kept Shaq here. This could actually be a little bit scary, but not that scary. It's an aged Shaq, and we have greatness lined up throughout our lineup. It's gonna be a sweep. A sweep. Championship complete. LeBron James Finals MVP. I don't know if I liked this era's rebuild. We pretty much just ran through it with cap space and some good draft picks. Kind of a sleazy way to rebuild this team. Here's the playoff stats, NBA Finals. We got Steve Nash a championship though, which is pretty cool. LeBron and Wade got one with the Cavaliers. And now we move on. Up next, speaking of LeBron, is the LeBron era. And this is the one I'm not looking forward to, the Bobcats. Oh, this one is rough. So if you're saying to yourself, hey, this doesn't look like the Bobcats, you're right. It's not. I was wrong. I looked at the standings for the 2011 season, which is where the LeBron era starts. The Timberwolves had the worst record. I thought this was the year that the Bobcats only won 7 games, but I think that's the season after, when there was the lockout in 2012. The Bobcats were actually decent. They won 34 games on the year this season in real life, whereas the Timberwolves only won 17. And this Timberwolves team is not bad by any means. We got Kevin Love, we got Michael Beasley. I actually really like the direction of this team. Darko Milicic is on the team, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to have to shake too much up. I think we're going to try to trade away some of these really awful contracts to start things off, like Luke Ridnour and Darko Milicic. I'm happy to keep Pekovic. I don't consider that a bad contract. I am a fan of his. I thought he was a beast, man, when he was playing. Underrated guy. We're definitely just trying to move Luke Ridnour and Milicic, and I think that should be our only concerns here in season 1. And I did not have to look long for a deal that I love for Luke Ridnour. We get DeAndre Jordan and Jarron Collins, both on 1-year deals. I'll actually be keeping DeAndre Jordan after we acquire this. I guess for whatever reason, the Clippers are high on Luke Ridnour. They can happily have him. We have our big man rotation of the future right now. Kevin Love and DeAndre Jordan, and I like the direction that's going. Michael Beasley, I would love to see his career pan out a little bit different here. I felt like that was a guy that could have had a fantastic career, but I believe, I don't want to say it too lightly because maybe the information isn't correct, but I believe he had some issues with some drugs or something that was going on, is why he kind of had an abrupt NBA career. And then we could just really get anything for Darko Milicic. Same strategy we were doing, pretty much just grab an expiring contract and a pick if we can get one. If not, just a pick is fine. And there's a couple of offers with a pick and an expiring contract. The question, though, is who do I want? Now, I want the nearest year possible. The nearest year possible, just so that we can actually use it. I guess this is about as good as we're going to get. The Memphis Grizzlies, we'll take this. They should they might be decent. They have Marcus Gasol, Zach Randolph. My God, they may be decent then. That's fine. Most importantly, we just got rid of that contract. That was the biggest deal. And from there, I think everything else looks good. We'll just simulate the season as is. There's not really anyone that's standing out that I just absolutely want to get rid of. This 68 overall, I guess we can get rid of. He's clogging up some contract, and this guy, just these random 2K generated guys. We may not even be able to get rid of these guys. No teams are going to be able to take on these contracts. I don't know why 2K puts in these filler guys that their contracts are just awful. I guess we'll do this because he's at least cheaper, and maybe that helps us a little bit in the long run. I don't know. We'll simulate this first season. We bring in DeAndre Jordan, surprise. And I feel like we actually got better. I think we did actually get better with the trades I just made to try to get worse in a way to clear cap space. But not according to the sim. We're 2-10 to start. Rough. So we actually did end up winning a couple more teams in this team. Couple more games than this team did in real life. They won 17 in real life. So we actually improved their roster. I think most of it was due to the acquisition of DeAndre Jordan, but that's fine. Like I said, no big deal. We don't necessarily have to tank. Michael Beasley's playing great. I would love to have him long term. Kevin Love's just getting into the swing of becoming an all-star. DeAndre Jordan is still young, only 22 years old. A very bright future for this team. And to be honest, like I mentioned, I'm fine with keeping Pekovic. But now that we got DeAndre Jordan, maybe I should have traded him, to be honest. We may look to do that in this offseason. We did improve a little bit, so we're not going to have the top odds at the #1 pick, which is Chicago Bulls championship. That's lovely to see. We're not going to have the top odds, but that's fine. I'm not really trying to necessarily tank on this rebuild. I would love to just do it more naturally. And if we get a high pick, we get a high pick. No big deal. We have... Where's our own pick? Oh my... We don't even have our pick. Minnesota, what are you doing, man? The Clippers have our pick. We have 2 lottery picks though from some other trades, Memphis and Utah. I don't know if those are the ones I just acquired. We have number 5. It must have been protected. I think that the Clippers, it must have been protected because we secured number 5, and those other ones, I don't know where they went. We didn't end up getting them. I don't know. Those must have been protected as well. I don't even remember what teams. It was the Mavericks. I don't know. We got the number 5 pick, which is all that matters. Who's in this draft? 2011, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler. I think Clay's in this one. We may actually have a decent talent drop down to number 5. We'll simulate to our pick, see who's available. Clay is available. Clay, Kevin Love, DeAndre Jordan. I like the idea of that. Or do we grab a point guard? What's going to be easier to grab in free agency? A star point guard or a guy that could play like Klay Thompson's role? I think I want to grab Klay Thompson. I think that's invaluable. The shooting that he's capable of. That may be a mistake. Maybe Kemba's the better pick, but I personally think I want Klay. I think that's going to pair very well with the stuff we have, like Kevin Love. I forgot Kawhi's in this draft too. Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas went #1 with Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler here, Kyrie Irving. Yo, that's great. Derek Anderson, they missed out on some pieces. Vucevic, Kemba dropped all the way to 12. That is actually kind of insane. We'll definitely sign Klay Thompson. We don't have any second round picks. As far as team options, I don't think we need to keep Wayne Ellington. I'd like to clear up that cap space. We'll keep Beasley though, and we'll definitely keep Kevin Love. I'm happy to keep those two guys. And then qualifying offers, we're not going to offer one to Corey Brewer. He's a solid player, but I feel like we could use that money elsewhere, and we'll definitely keep DeAndre Jordan. That's a must. That is like our primary goal here in this free agency, is to keep DeAndre Jordan. Cap room, we have 2.6 mil. We don't have a lot of money available. We don't have a good starting point guard, if I'm not mistaken. No, we don't have a point guard at all, really. I mean, Jaron Humphreys, that's hardly a point guard. So I think grabbing Andre Miller may be our best bet. I'm not a huge fan of Andre Miller, but he may be all that we can really grab. J.R. Smith could be decent. We just run it with no, or maybe we just run it with no point guard for this first season. Grab the best player available. We can afford to grab Zach Randolph. I would love to have Zach Randolph, honestly. If we could grab Zach Randolph, that's not bad. And I feel like we could trade him. We might just try to grab him. I don't know why 2K is letting me grab him, but I can't afford anyone else. Can I afford Carmelo? I can't. Whoa, we can't afford Carmelo. We'll offer Carmelo a deal if we can bring in Carmelo. Oh, this may be easier than I expected. Can we afford Tony Parker? I can afford Tony Parker. Is the salary cap on? How can I afford these guys? I mean, I guess we don't have any players. So everyone's on our rookie contracts, I guess, huh? Just to verify, let me double check. Yeah, salary cap is on. I guess our whole team is pretty much on rookie contracts. Yeah, literally everyone except Pekovic is on rookie contracts or like veteran minimums. So I guess we have money. Maybe we should focus on a point guard. Maybe I should grab like a Mike Conley or a Tony Parker. A young Mike Conley could be solid. Tony Parker. If we get Melo, we'll get Melo. I don't really care for the Zach Randolph deal anymore. If we can get Carmelo, we will happily take Carmelo. We'll try to get Mike Conley. He's a little cheaper than Tony Parker. For some reason, I can't add money to this deal. We'll offer this. Mike Conley's willing to sign. Do we pass on Mike Conley to see if Melo's willing to sign? I don't want to lose out on Conley. He's just, he was restricted anyway. And Carmelo signs with the Nuggets. So maybe we should have took Zebo, who was unrestricted. We'll offer Zach Randolph that deal again. Marc Gasol too, man. But we already have DeAndre Jordan. We'll take Zach Randolph. And I don't plan on keeping him because we already have Kevin Love. I don't think we can play them both together. It's not really going to work out great. So we'll probably trade them, but I'm really happy with how that played out. We got the best player available. Mario Chalmers for now can be our starting point guard. Shooting guard. Oh, I like Shannon Brown, an old T-Mac. Might as well grab an old veteran T-Mac. We'll offer him a 1-year deal if he's willing to play for us. We do get T-Mac. Mario Chalmers unfortunately decides to sign elsewhere. Patty Mills, a young Patty Mills. That might be our best bet. Earl Boykins, the little fella. We'll grab Ish Smith. I'll take Ish Smith over Patty Mills. Maybe that's a mistake. Patty Mills is probably better, but that's okay. I'm a big fan of Mike Dunleavy Jr. I loved him when he was on Chicago. Matt Barnes too. Just two just real scrappy guys, man. Some real physical guys. They play hard. They get in your face. We'll definitely take Mike Dunleavy Jr. And then we need a backup center, but there's no good ones available. We'll just sign someone to a 1-year deal just for the heck of it. And actually, I kind of like our team moving forward. I think our team is solid. Oh, Shane Battier. That would have been beautiful. I can afford Shane Battier? Yeah, if we can afford Shane Battier, grab Shane Battier. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. Is there a point guard here that we can afford? Not really, but hey, we'll take Shane Battier. Who needs a point guard? We got all type of wings. We're gonna play a strange lineup, but that's okay. We could trade Zach Randolph for a point guard. I actually am in love with our current structure of our team. We have a ton of bigs. That's okay. Zebo can get traded. We got Mike Dunleavy coming off the bench for Beasley. We have Shane Battier at power forward. Let's look at our depth. The center position is kind of weak. Definitely kind of weak. We could use a boost there. I suppose I could play small and put Zebo at the center. In fact, I think we might do that for now until we trade him. We'll see how this goes. He's actually improves at center. He played power forward most of his career, so that's interesting. I like that, actually. And we have Pekovic coming off the bench. Oh, I messed up. I forgot to offer DeAndre Jordan a contract. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I messed up. We needed DeAndre Jordan. That hurts. I really messed up on that. Some of you guys are probably already typing in the comments. You idiot. Oh, that's tough, man. We might have to keep Zach Randolph now. We might actually have to keep him because I missed out on DeAndre Jordan. We had him. Oh, that was such a good piece. We'll simulate halfway through the season and see where we're at halfway in. And I'm really upset with myself after looking at this. Beyond the fact that OKC is 41-2 somehow, we are currently 31-10, second seed. If we had DeAndre Jordan, it would be a no-brainer to trade Zach Randolph for a really good point guard. But the fact we don't have him, I kind of feel like we have to keep Zach Randolph now just to have our center position filled. I mean, we could downgrade center and still get a good point guard to Mo Williams. I mean, look at these options we could have had. Rudy Gay and Mike Conley. Well, we'd have to go with Beasley. But something like this. Eric Gordon and Bledsoe. This would have been a fantastic pickup, and we had DeAndre Jordan starting. There's just some great options here. Honestly, I kind of like this. We may actually take this. We get a point guard. We can put Jason Terry at the point guard, and then we still have a center. Tyson Chandler's still a respectable center. I do kind of like that, actually. We may just have to pull the trigger on that, get a downgrade at center. I don't know. Maybe I'll let these guys run a full season like this. They're the second seed, so I mean they can impress maybe. It's just really unfortunate. Okay, see, I don't know how they're 40-2. So I don't know if we're gonna beat them anyway, no matter what we do here. In fact, maybe I should go look at their team. What do they have going on over there that they're doing that good? We could get a point guard by trading Michael Beasley. I think for now we're just gonna run with what we have. I do want to look at OKC. How are they so good? They have Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, Ibaka, AK-47. I don't know why they're winning so much. Obviously they're good, but this much is crazy. We're just gonna have to ride with what we have for now. Maybe we make some moves. I'm really disappointed that we missed out on DeAndre Jordan. We had all the cap space in the world for him too, and I'm over here signing guys like Shane Battier just for fun. Unbelievable, man. I just realized I did not unpause the recording, so you guys just missed a lot, and also something very depressing. A lot has happened. The draft lottery, we got the number 2 pick from Utah, which I was very excited about. You guys missed my reaction. I was stoked, and we were able to grab our point guard of the future. We got Damian Lillard. Fantastic. Very happy about that. And then we had the number 10 pick as well. We got Chris Middleton. That was fantastic. Our priority, like I mentioned, was going to be to bring back Kevin Love and Michael Beasley. I got Michael Beasley, but Kevin Love I apparently did not get. They both agreed, and then I apparently don't have money for Kevin Love. I thought I had bird rights or something. I guess I'm just an idiot. I don't know how this contract stuff works. I could have sworn we can sign him over the cap because we have the bird rights. Is that not how this works? Look at this. I paid him money. I would have got him over Michael Beasley. We need Kevin Love, man. Yo, I need this guy. How do we he's restricted, so can't I match any offer? He's unrestricted all of a sudden. How does this happen? I can't. I'm at a loss for words. We got Damian Lillard, but I lost my star. There's one thing after another in this sim. We lost DeAndre Jordan. Now I lost Kevin Love. And I just told myself I was not going to let that happen, and it happened. And you guys missed it all. I felt like the reaction was probably kind of funny. I was astonished when I saw that we apparently did not have money for Kevin Love. I don't understand how that's possible. I thought we had the bird rights, man. If someone can explain that to me, let me know. It says no for the bird rights. I don't know how that's physically possible. This guy's played his last 4 years in Minnesota. Is it 5 years for bird rights? I thought it was 4. That is disappointing. And these teams are offering like no money. But he wants 21 mil from me. He's expecting 21 mil. These other teams are... Why can't I offer this guy a contract, man? I mean, this is remarkable stuff right here. I can't. I'm at a loss for words. I am completely at a loss. Very frustrating. I'm annoyed if you can't tell. I guess we'll take Nick Collison. We missed out on Kevin Love. Kevin Love goes to the Brooklyn Nets. Unbelievable, man. I mean, we got Damian Lillard, so I'm happy about that, but we still have Zach Randolph. But we should have been competing for a ring this season. If we could have simply kept Kevin Love, we would have been in great shape to compete for a ring. We're going to have to make some trades now. There's really no choice. I kept Michael Beasley over Kevin Love. That is so frustrating. We're going to have a Damian Lillard and Klay Thompson pairing. Zach Randolph, I would like to get younger if I can. If we can get a younger power forward, maybe we could turn this around here somehow with a Zach Randolph attached to a pick. We have a Grizzlies pick. I'll even throw in another Timberwolves pick. Can we get an upgrade? Kevin Garnett's a little too old. I need someone younger. Marc Gasol may be worth it. This trade from the Memphis Grizzlies, I think we'll take. We'll keep that in mind. I'm going to scroll through the rest of these. The Memphis Grizzlies, I think I like the Marc Gasol move. And then we could trade Pekovic because we don't need a center now. We got Big Mark. Yeah, I like LaMarcus Aldridge is a good one. Keep Pekovic. I like Marc Gasol. I really like the idea of Marc Gasol. It gives us a huge body down low. Aldridge is a little younger, but we'll go with Marc Gasol. We also get Tobias Harris out of it, which is not bad. And then from there, we have Klay, we have Mark, we have Damian Lillard. I'm a little distraught right now. Let's try to make a move with Pekovic, maybe get a better power forward now. I know we just traded our power forward, but we're going to trade our center now, try to get a better power forward. We should have a power forward. We should have Kevin Love. We should be smooth sailing right now. This should be such a breeze. We should be taking over the NBA. Maybe we just end up keeping Pekovic. Kind of like the idea of grabbing Yao Ming. See, how can I afford to take Yao Ming's contract? How can we afford to grab Yao? He's getting paid so much more money than Pekovic, and apparently I could take his $8 million. I guess it's a $4 million difference. There's nothing I love as far as trades for Pekovic. I guess we'll keep him. We'll just have a really big center rotation. And can I trade Chris Middleton, or since he just signed? Okay, we can trade Chris Middleton. I'm not super dead set on keeping Chris Middleton. So if I can get like I think we still have Pekovic clicked. If I can get a solid power forward in return for Chris Middleton, I'll take that. I'll actually happily take that. And that would have rounded our roster right there. I know Chris Middleton in the long run can turn into an all-star, but I'm not looking for an all-star in the long run. I'm looking for competing right now. Kenneth Faried, I'm not giving up Mike Dunleavy. I'm sorry. We're not. It's not. I got to keep Mike. I think we're just going to have to run with what we have for right now. We'll see where this takes us. I seriously cannot believe we lost Kevin Love. So we made it to the end of the season. No awards for any of our players, and losing Kevin Love was clearly a big hit. We dropped down to the 7th seed, even after adding in Damian Lillard and bringing in Marc Gasol. So that's still very rough. I like the direction we're headed still, but I wish we had Kevin Love on this roster. I would actually like completely love the direction we're heading if we had Kevin Love on the roster. Mike Beasley starting to regress a little bit, 79 overall. We may have seen the best of him already. I can't believe we got him instead of Kevin Love. I still can't believe it. We had the Portland Trailblazers in the first round with a healthy Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm looking back on it, maybe we should have grabbed Aldridge. But hey, Aldridge and Lillard never worked, so why would they work now for the Timberwolves? Before we get into that though, yeah, let's take a look at Dame's stats for Lillard. They do have Klay Thompson, so maybe that would have been the difference for Dame and Aldridge. As a rookie, Dame's already leading the charge with 18 and 6. I'm surprised he didn't get rookie of the year. That actually did go to Anthony Davis. Beasley still putting up 15. Tobias Harris is an okay pickup. We may more than likely look to move Tobias Harris next year. I think he's a free agent though, so hopefully we can re-sign him and not lose him. We lose in game 7. Very unfortunate. This is a botched season. Absolutely. I'm just ready for the season to be over and move past this Kevin Love fiasco. The Thunder end up winning another championship. Kevin Durant takes that one home. We may actually have some decent odds here in the lottery. I don't know if we have any lottery picks. We don't. I didn't know if we had something from a trade or something. So no lottery picks for us. The Warriors get the first pick. And then we have the number 16. So number 16, that's decent. We could actually maybe get someone respectable number 16. A good piece to add to our depth. And sometimes these 2K AI, they really miss out on some guys. So sometimes some great guys will be on the board around here. Steven Adams is probably our best bet. Robert Covington is okay. He could be a good piece. Kelly Olynyk's a piece that you can have for cheap for a long time. Tim Hardaway Jr. is not a bad option either. But I think Steven Adams is the best bet. And then once we have Steven Adams, we can move on from Pekovic completely. We'll take whatever we can get for Pekovic at that point. Steven Adams pretty much fills in that role precisely. Tyson Frazier went above. Why is Tony Snell the 3rd pick? That is actually ridiculous. Yeah, of course we'll sign Steven Adams. Team options. Luckily, Marcus Gasol accepted his. That's fantastic. We don't have to worry about losing him. Happy to have him around. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of cap space going into this free agency. Not that I expect to. Yeah, we can't sign Curry. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Earlier, we found out we had money but didn't have money. It was a weird situation. We don't still need a point guard. I was gonna say we still need a point guard. I keep forgetting we just got Damian Lillard. We need a good power forward though, and honestly, Paul Millsap would be a great pickup. Pekovic. We have the bird rights to him, so we can sign some other guys and then try to get Pekovic, so then we can trade Pekovic, because we do actually have the bird rights to him confirmed. I just saw it with my own eyes, so that is good to know. In case we don't get on, I'm gonna try to grab Paul Millsap. I would love to have Paul Millsap actually, and in fact offer him a little bit more than he wants, just for the simple fact of trying to guarantee he signs with us. But he signs with the Utah Jazz. I would have loved to grab him. That would have been a fantastic pickup. Elton Brand, he's a little too old for what I'm trying to do here, and unfortunately we do miss out on Paul Millsap. We'll sign Pekovic to a deal and we have the rights on him or whatever. Hopefully he just agreed to me, man. Come on. We need a backup point guard. I love Jose Calderon for that role. Even Sean Livingston's a solid option as well. That's a tough choice. We'll go with Sean Livingston. I like Sean Livingston. He never misses mid-ranges. We have that going for him. I don't love any of these backup shooting guards. We still need a power forward. Matt Barnes, we can play small, put him at power forward. I like that. I already mentioned earlier, I do like Matt Barnes. I also like Steven Jackson. I saw was available, but he's not now. Jared Dudley, we'll take Jared Dudley. Why not? And that should round out our roster quite well going into the season. We just need a shooting guard. I guess we'll bring Barbosa. Barbosa used to be elite. I can't afford him apparently. Hold on, it says sign a league minimum 485, and look at his expected. He's expected 485. Yo, let me sign the guy. What is wrong with this game? 2K is selling me. 2K is selling me. Unbelievable. I can't grab Rip either, and he only wants 45. Why can't I grab these guys? I'm about, you know what? We're gonna go into this next season. I'm about sick of this game. And I was looking at trades for both Mike Beasley and Pekovic, and I love this idea of grabbing Mike Conley. We already have Damian Lillard, so I don't really need Mike Conley. But if I could get this caliber player like a power forward, we did simulate halfway into the season. We're 33 and 15. We're not bad. But I want to get better, and I want to get rid of. I feel like we don't need Pekovic. I feel like we could use a solid power forward, a solid starting power forward at this point over Pekovic. I feel like he's wasting away on our bench. We're not getting a lot of run out of him. David West is actually an okay piece, but I don't. You know, I just feel like we need more. JJ Redick could be cool to come off the bench. Tyson Chandler's a good pickup, but again, that's just more center that we have. Gary Neal would solidify our bench a little bit as well. I don't really love any of these deals. None of these stand out to me as anything really worthwhile that I feel like we're going to put to use. So I think we're actually going to end up keeping them because none of this is worthwhile. We have Steven Adams. I really want to move him. I do genuinely want to move him. Chris Middleton, Beasley. We can move Dunleavy and Pekovic. They have to be to get us something. I don't need the both of them. I really like the depth we got going. Even a backup shooting guard would be good. If we don't get a power forward, it is what it is. We got Tobias Harris and Jared Dudley. They're holding it down low-key at that power forward position. You know, they're not like the traditional power forward for this time frame. You know, a big guy that can play down low. But that's all right. I mean, we could just grab David West and call it a day, to be honest. That might be what we do. We might grab David West and call it a day from the Pelicans. We'll keep that in mind if I don't see anyone else. This is the last group that I'm going to run through. Honestly, getting JJ Redick as a backup shooting guard and Jameer Nelson as an extra point guard, that's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad either. Especially if I can get Nelson out the deal and maybe get a big man in return. That would actually low-key kind of be perfect. I think that's who we need to talk with. We need to be talking with that deal right there. Who was that? Who was that again? JJ Redick. If I can get... You got any bigs? Any big? Tristan Thompson would actually be fantastic. Can we pull this off? 2.9 mil more than allowed. So they don't have cap space. Caron Butler's probably going to be too valuable. Now there's too many players. Oh, man. Getting Tristan Thompson would be fantastic, man. Getting Tristan Thompson. I could try to do a 4-team deal, but you know how that goes. 4-team deals are next to rocket science and trying to get those done in this game. Chris Duhon. I could take his contract. And we can give you back somebody in return. Someone cheap. Do I have anyone worthwhile? We could do this. You interested? They're not interested. They want me to throw in Tobias Harris and I don't want to do that. I'll throw in a pick though. I will throw in a pick. Can't throw that one in. I can throw this one in. How about this? What if I give you a couple of picks? Because we're only trying to win one championship here. They don't like it. Come on, man. There's absolutely no shot. This is not a negotiable trade right here. No way you don't like this offer. Shumawama Mama. Who is this guy? I think the cap space is the problem here. How much is Dunleavy might be the issue. Maybe we remove Dunleavy. We can get it done. We can get it done without Dunleavy. And I get to keep Dunleavy? Are we serious here? Hold on. We still have Dunleavy as well. And now we got Tristan Thompson grabbing some rebounds. We still have Mike Beasley. We could trade Beasley. We don't need Beasley. We have Chris Middleton. We can get him in the starting lineup. We have a ton of depth now. We have JJ Redick, right? Yeah, JJ Redick coming off the bench for Klay Thompson. Sean Livingston off for Damian. I'm really liking this team. We could trade. Honestly, Dunleavy's kind of valuable. We could trade Dunleavy and just keep Mike Beasley. Call it a day. We got Tristan Thompson. We got Tobias. Oh, this is turning out fantastic, actually. This is actually turning out. What if we put Dunleavy and Tobias together? Can we get an upgrade somewhere? Maybe a power forward, have Thompson coming off the bench. This just opened up a lot of doors. We could get Paul Millsap that I did want. I did want Millsap. Or do we just stick it out with Tobias Harris? I think I want Millsap. I think it makes more sense to keep Tobias in the long run. I think he's the better player in the long run. But I think Millsap gives us a solid chance to win right now. I think we go for it. I may regret this one like a lot because Tobias Harris is young. He could become valuable. I think I'm going to take my chances with this deal. So now we're going to have a starting lineup of Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Beasley, Paul Millsap, and Marc Gasol. With Tristan Thompson coming off the bench, Chris Middleton, JJ Redick, Sean Livingston, Jared Dudley. I like it. We're at 33-15 now. We'll see we will see where we finish the rest of the season. So it was a pretty good turnaround of the season from that point forward. We're at 56 wins, which is good enough for the 5th seed. But this Western Conference is absolutely packed. I got to go look at the Kings. 65 wins for the Sacramento Kings. What do they have going on? What is going on over there in Sacramento that they have that many wins? DeMarcus Cousins, Dante Green. Dante Green always goes crazy, as well as Caspi. Both of them develop very well in these games. Kyrie Irving as well with DeMarcus Cousins. They have a very good team. I guess I can't see why. Our round 1 matchup is going to be against Portland, a rematch of last year. I believe we lost to them at 7, if I'm not mistaken. They still have Aldridge, Batum, Greg Oden. No Brandon Roy this time around, though. As far as our stats for the year, Damian Lillard had a big leap, 23-8. Thompson almost at 20. We still have Michael Beasley. Again, kind of on and off if we should trade him. Marc Gasol, I need a little bit more out of. 9 and 10 is just not cutting it for me for Marc Gasol. He did have 2 blocks a game, though, but you just want to see a little bit more. Round 1 is against Portland, though, like we said. Let's go ahead and simulate the first game. Portland does win game 1. They take game 2 as well. Wow. We may actually get oh my, we got swept. I thought we were really turning this season around. That's a tough one, man. I would love to know where we would be at if we still had Kevin Love and DeAndre Jordan. We didn't lose those guys. Another Thunder Bulls finals. The Thunder win it again. Back to the drawing board. I mean, I think at this point we just got to wait for these guys to develop. I think we have a good enough roster to compete. We don't have any draft picks. I think we have a good enough roster to be relative and contend, try to win a championship. I just think we need to. We don't have a single pick in this draft. We need to let these young guys develop a bit more. Dante Exum just got drafted over Jokic, Embiid, Wiggins, and Zach LaVine. Unbelievable. We didn't have any rookies, of course. Team option, of course, we're gonna accept all of these. No reason not to. And going into this next season, we picked up Danny Granger actually in free agency. He was available. We also got Jamal Crawford, so some fantastic pickups. So I felt like we really don't need Michael Beasley at this point. Chris Middleton's our starting small forward for sure. He's developed quite nicely. I think he's like 84, 85 overall now. Then we got Danny Granger off the bench. So I feel like we could trade Beasley, and I like Steven Adams. But I feel like if we package them together, we can get an even better center off the bench. We can have Brook Lopez coming off the bench for Marc Gasol. So I love that. We're going to take that deal, and our depth chart is looking fantastic now. Damian Lillard is developing nicely along with Klay Thompson. We have those two. We have Marc Gasol. We have Brook Lopez coming off the bench for him. I could even play huge basketball and put Brook Lopez at the power forward if I really want to, have Paul Millsap come off the bench. We got Chris Middleton, Millsap, we got JJ Redick. I mean, this is a loaded team. I feel like this team, we should be able to get a 1 or a 2 seed. I know OKC and the Kings are really good, but I really like our roster. And on the way to the end of the season, we have Derrick Rose MVP in 2015. That's kind of insane. I guess he's not hurt in this reality. And then if we look through these All-NBA teams, Damian Lillard does crack through for an All-NBA appearance. And that's it. But that does not show the full extent of our team because we actually got the first seed. I was not expecting that. The Kings fell down a little bit. OKC dropped a ton. They lost pretty much everyone in their roster, all their depth outside of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. They pretty much have no one else left. The Kings lost Dante Green, and I guess that opened up the door for us to be the top seed, and by a wide margin. 64 wins, like the best record in the NBA by quite a bit. So I'm really excited, and we may be able to pull it off. I feel like this might have been, I don't know the year amount off the top of my head, but this might have been the longest rebuild we've done yet. This one feels long. We've been simming this one for, maybe I'm just spending a lot of time in each season. I don't know. Damian Lillard 26 and 8.5. Klay Thompson 18. Marcus Gasol 16. Brook Lopez with 13 off the bench. Brook Lopez is playing very solid off the bench for us. Chris Middleton doing his thing. JJ Redick. Paul Millsap not doing a lot. Brook Lopez off the bench is doing more than Paul Millsap in the starting lineup. I don't know. Danny Granger, I feel like that was a solid pickup though. He's scoring about 7 off the bench. And Tristan Thompson's just kind of there. He's grabbing some rebounds. We're getting a lot of rebounds from Tristan Thompson. Round 1 is against the Phoenix Suns, who have Vince Carter, Isaiah Thomas, Shabazz Muhammad. Anyone remember Shabazz Muhammad? He was supposed to be legit. He had a lot of hype surrounding him. I forgot all about him until I just heard the name. And Anthony Davis. We win game 1. This should be a pretty easy series. We win game 2. And we win game 3. And I don't know where Kevin Love is. I'm kind of curious to see where he is. I don't know if he's still in Brooklyn. That's where he signed a couple of years ago. He is still over there in Brooklyn doing. Oh, he joined with his old buddy Michael Beasley. Is that who we traded Beasley to? Yeah, of course. They have Brook Lopez. Yeah, we gave him Mike Beasley to team back up with Kevin Love. That's pretty cool. Round 2 is against the Los Angeles Clippers, who have Eric Bledsoe, Eric Gordon, the team of Erics, and then Blake Griffin. Al-Farouq Aminu, another classic name. They win game 1, unfortunately. And game 2, please do not let them beat us. Come on, Minnesota, please. Please, just one more. Oh my goodness. Game 7. Oh, I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. How do we lose this game 7? Damian Lillard 6 for 9. Come on, bro. Oh boy. All right. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. Oh man, I was not ready for this one to take so long. I was not ready. Oh boy, it's getting late. I got work. I was not ready for this to take this long at all. I thought this would be like an hour video max. This is going much longer than I expected. Terry Rozier all the way down here. Yeah, we'll take him. Why not? I'm surprised he dropped this far. That's a decent piece, actually. Rookie signing will take Rozier. I'm not signing Dion Gordon to anything. We accept all these options. Fantastic. I think we should have the exact same team moving forward. Klay Thompson. Oh, no. Klay Thompson is a free agent. Now, do not mess this up. Do not mess this up. We have bird rights, whatever all that means. Give him the money. Is he restricted? I don't know. Just make sure we have. He is restricted, so I get him no matter what. He's willing to accept an offer. I don't care what they're offering him. We will pay it. We will pay it. Don't worry. Tristan Thompson's prepared to accept an offer. I'll pay them both. Now, this is what messed me up last time with Kevin Love. I paid him and Beasley, and it said I couldn't afford both, and they screwed me over. Okay, did not do it this time. Thank goodness. Jared Jack, that's a cool pickup. I actually like the idea of bringing Jared Jack along. Why not? Add him into our point guard depth. Chase Budinger, I'm cool on that. Elton Brand, we might actually pick up Elton Brand. Kendrick Perkins, a defensive unit. Sure, we'll throw him on the team if he's willing to join. Why not? All right, I like our chances. We're going to the next season, running the back with practically the same team. We're coming up on the end of the season here, and we're raw dogging this season. I didn't make a single trade, and you saw the free agency moves, very limited free agency moves, but we had the best roster, the best record in the league, 65-17. Apparently the Bucks had the executive of the year though. We do have no All-NBA first teams. That's a little bit disappointing. All-NBA second team though for Damian Lillard. And that's it. They're doubting us. We have the Kings in round 1 though. They've really kind of fallen off. DeMarcus Cousins, Hassan Whiteside, Barnes, Tyreek, and Kyrie Evans. They have a good team, man. This is a rough round 1 matchup. A couple years ago, They have one of the best records in the league. We go up 2-0 to kick things off. I like our chances here. I'm just ready for this era to be over. I don't even... Are we still in the LeBron era? I barely remember what era we're even in at this point. The Timberwolves win the first round. We're sweeping the second round. Thank the heavens. Like I said, I'm ready to get out of here. Whew, I got a little scared. I saw Phoenix won, then I accidentally clicked around. I was getting nervous. The Portland Trailblazers in the conference final. I guess they still do have Brandon Roy. I thought they didn't, and now they do. And they have Austin Rivers and LaMarcus Aldridge. I guess we win the first game. Damian Lillard beating his team from another reality. How are we losing games, man? I don't get it. Please, no game 7. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Okay, let's look at the player stats for the playoffs. 25 for Dame, 25-9, 19 points for Clay. A full team effort, as you can see. It's just a complete team effort by everyone doing a little bit of everything. How good are the Wizards? They have John Wall, Kawhi, and that's about it. That's actually about it. This should be winnable. All right, the finals. I think this is our first finals. I don't even remember if we've been to a finals. This one feels like it's been taking forever. The Wizards win game 1 though. Oh my God, they win game 2. No way. It's no way, man. Nah, something's gotta change, man. Nah, hold on. Nah. This is the first problem. The first problem is playing our bench way too much. This is the first problem. Damian Lillard, your life's on the line, man. 40 minutes. Let's go. Let's chalk it up, man. And you know what? Paul Millsap is getting on the bench. You know, I'm taking over here. I'm taking over. We're winning this series, man. We're winning this. I've seen enough. I have seen enough. You guys are playing. You guys are about to play a lot of minutes, man. I hate to break it to these guys. They are about to play a lot of minutes. 40 for the starters. 40. Run it up. Give JJ Redick some minutes. Give Danny Granger a couple of minutes. JJ Redick is ice cold. No wonder why we're losing this series. Okay. Please just win. Okay, we win the first game. Come on. No! Yo, look at this, bro. We're literally advancing to the next era. So does this count for the Curry era as well? We just advanced into the Curry era. Oh my goodness. And I don't know why our players dropped so much as far as overalls. This is unbelievable, man. Actually unbelievable that we did not just win that championship. Marcus Gasol's got to go, bro. He's not doing enough. We're better bringing DeAndre Jordan. It's about to have to happen. Yeah, I like that deal for DeAndre Jordan. I just want to make sure there's nothing better. Al Horford's actually a solid pickup as well. I can't do it, man. Marcus Gasol's got to go. This is the worst idea ever. Bringing a get Paul Millsap off the team as well, man. Unbelievable, man. I just cannot believe what's happening. Where's Brook Lopez? Did we lose Brook Lopez? Oh my God. Oh, I don't know if I can do this, man. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, this is not good. Our team just got a lot worse. This may be a failed video. This may be a failed video. Simulate the season, man. This is looking really bad. I can't believe my eyes. Somehow we're still winning games. We're the first seed still, 56-12. It's getting a bit frustrating. I'm ready to advance to the next year. I'm sick of the LeBron era. This Timberwolves team, no wonder why they've never won a championship. This team might be cursed. This actually might be a cursed franchise. The fact that we're on the Timberwolves twice in the same video is actually repulsive. Damian Lillard got an MVP. No wonder why we're doing so good. Thank you. I needed something like that. I needed to see something like that. Maybe DeAndre Jordan setting the screens. Imagine if we would have had him all along. Could have been all the difference maker here. Jordan, 16 boards a night? Goodness. I think I still have these guys playing monstrous minutes. Yeah, I still have them playing like crazy. Okay. That's why Dame is scoring so much. I still have these guys playing some crazy. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I don't need them playing that many. They're probably exhausted, man. I forgot to change that after those finals. Yeah, these dudes are drained, man. They're fighting for their lives on this basketball court. Let me give them a break here in the first round or two. Oh my God. I'm gonna actually, I might end up taking one of these guys out, man. Their career might be over. 69 wins though. It paid off. Round 1 is against the Pelicans. They have Moore Senior. They have CJ McCollum. No way we lose this. Just simulate the round. Advance me on to the next. The Phoenix Suns are round 2. This is the year, man. I feel it. Anthony Davis, we beat them last year. Little tiny Isaiah Thomas is not a problem for Dame Lillard. And the Golden State Warriors. Do they have Curry? Oh, they have Curry. Oh, my God. What? Curry, Giannis, and Kevin Love. They have who? They got all those guys. Are they serious? Yo, how does this happen, man? If we get by this, we can win anything. 1-1, 2-1. If we lose this, man, the video might be done. How are we ever gonna defeat this team? You can't. Don't go to Game 7. Yo. Oh, we lost this one by 5. Curry put up 51 on us. Oh my goodness, this is a cursed vid. This is cursed, man. This is actually cursed, and the Warriors are out. Come on, man. Please, Minnesota. Please do not let me down. We're blowing them out. Thank the heavens. Oh, if we lost this, I don't know if we're ever defeating this team again. They're ready for greatness. I mean, look at the Game 7. I almost didn't look. I was ready to move on. 40 piece from I should have put these guys back to 40 minutes. 40 piece, 34, 20 rebounds from DeAndre Jordan. Thank goodness. Yeah, Curry had a stinker. An absolute stinker in Game 7. All right, the Wizards, the rematch we've all been waiting for. No reason we should be losing to this team. Our old buddy Pekovic. We're cranking up that coaching, man. Yeah, it's time for these guys to play some big minutes. Big, yeah, 42. That's what I'm talking about. 42 for Dame. Now, you're not getting off that court, DeAndre. We need those rebounds. You're staying out there, big fella. All right, Game 1 against the Wizards. It has to be a win. Thank you. Game 2. Oh, thank you. It's over, right? It's over, right? It's over, right? Come on, please. Oh, please, please, please. Oh, my goodness. Finally, David Lillard Finals MVP. Get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. Real quick, let's take a look at the final stats for everybody. How many rebounds did my guy have? Yeah, we should have had DeAndre Jordan. We're messing around with Marcus Gasol. This could have been over a long time ago. A long time ago. Oh, we're headed to the Curry era. And we're back with our buddy Brook Lopez. This is the worst team in the Curry era. 2017, they only won 20 games, and this team it's not good, man. So, you know, we're almost 2 hours in this video. It's about to be a shameless rebuild. We are about to completely tank. I'm about to trade all these contracts. We're going to do what we did in 03. We're going to free up cap space. I'm going to sign as many stars as we can, get as much good draft picks as we can, and just call it a day. This video is a little bit, it's going a little longer than I anticipated. I got to get up out of here. Surely we can get something decent in return for Jeremy Lin, right? At least a pick. I'll take it. The Hornets pick. The Hornets are terrible. Actually, they're not that bad in this reality, right? Right now at this point, Kemba Walker, I think they're actually decent. What did they finish the year? They're not decent. They won 36. They were pretty bad. Brook Lopez, we should be able to get something for. And I could probably really hunt down a good deal if I really wanted to. But I'm getting a little burnt out at this point. Like I said, we got work soon. It's getting late. I'm tired. That last thing was just way too long. I like this Denver Nuggets pick, actually. I really do like that. Was that protected? It's lottery protected. Maybe I don't love it. Can we get something, a top 3 protected? But I got to take Joakim's contract. No shot. I love Joakim, no, but I am not taking that contract. So I guess we will just take that Nuggets protected pick. I guess it's better than nothing. We get rid of Brook Lopez, clear up cap space. I literally do not want a single contract going into the free agency. We're going to get rid of all these guys. Every single person's got to go. It's a fire sale. Everybody's gone. Everyone is going. If I can get a pick, I'll take a pick. If I can't get a pick, just clear up space. Oh, yeah, another pick. Absolutely. I'll take Mo Westbrook. That's my new best buddy right there. All right. You got to go. Ooh, Karis LeVert we could probably keep. Yeah, he's on a team contract. He's on a very friendly rookie deal. Maurice Young has got to go. Pete Morgan, I guess it wouldn't hurt if we keep him, but I'll try to get rid of him. We'll take this fake Tatum, and then we'll get rid of this last guy, and that should be all of our contracts, except Karis LeVert. So going into free agency, we should have nothing but Karis LeVert on our roster. What's this guy's? Oh, yeah, this guy's a one-year deal. We'll take it. Why not? And then we don't have any good players, so we should get a good draft pick. I almost wish we didn't have these. Some of these guys are a little too good. Did I just trade for Bogdanovic? He's a little too good. We might win 2 or 3 games. Let's see if I can get someone even worse than Bogdanovic. Can I get a pick as well while we're at it? That'd be pretty cool. Second rounder. Hey, I'll take this from the Knicks. Let me just make sure there's nothing better. I mean, it's lottery protected, but it's a first round pick. Yo, the Rockets are just giving up one. I mean, they're trying to win now with James Harden, so I get it. I get it. Here's our rotation. This is like the worst team I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's rough. And you know what? Let's crank up our bench depth. Let's just run the bench. I like it, man. Yeah, everyone 20 minutes. We should be losing a lot of games. Hopefully this is painless. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. We need to wrap this up here. The Steph Curry era, Brooklyn Nets rebuild. The second to the last. Then we got to do the modern NBA. I've done a video on the modern NBA worst team. I think it's... No, I did not. It was the Brooklyn Nets I did, and the Bulls. Who is it? The Wizards? Who had the worst record in basketball? Utah? Utah? The Grizzlies? Let me look it up while this season's simulating. I don't even know off the top of my head. My brain is drained. Wizards 117, Jets at 20. So it's the Wizards. The Wizards, that should actually be easy. That's not accounting for that fact they already have Trae Young and Anthony Davis and Alexander Sarr. They got some solid. That should be easy. That rebuild will be nothing. So we get through this one, and it should be smooth sailing. And we finished the year with an abysmal record, 11-71. Funny enough, it's actually not the worst record we've had so far in this video. What was the worst? 7 or 9? I think it was 9. I think it was 9 with whatever team we had in 2003. The Cavaliers, I think we had 9, if I'm not mistaken. The Spurs end up winning the championship here. Kevin Durant is on the Warriors, and the Spurs just defeated them. Fingers crossed we get a good draft pick here in the lottery. We should have the top odds. Is there a protection on that pick, man? There's no protection. Oh my goodness. Wow. As from the KG Paul Pierce trade, the worst trade I've ever heard of in my life. It's unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Celtics just got our pick, man. We could have had Donovan Mitchell, man. We could have had Donovan Mitchell. I don't want these garbage players, man. I don't want to bring these guys back. I guess we'll keep Nurkic. Sure. Unbelievable. I'm at a loss. Steph Curry's a free agent. Offer him all the money in the world. I don't know. Was he a free agent the year after Durant joined? I guess. I don't know. Give him everything he wants. Everything he wants. Can I afford both? No. Can we get Steph? The Bulls? Oh my, and Durant's gone. Everyone's gone. All the good players are gone. Oh my. That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. You know, we're just gonna have to sign guys to 1-year deals and run this back. Do we have next year's pick? If we don't have next year's pick, you might as well forget about it, man. We might as well just absolutely forget about it if we don't have next year's pick. So this is gonna be the strategy we're gonna employ. I'm gonna grab the worst players I can find. I'm gonna give them, not the worst players. I'm gonna grab some cheap players. I'm gonna give them 1-year deals, and then we're gonna just try to build again from there. That's the plan, because this is not working out. I'm at an absolute loss for it. We didn't even have our pick, man. Some of you guys are probably telling me I'm an idiot in the comments as this was happening. Those of you that already knew that they don't have their pick, which I should have known that, of course. That's how they got Jason Tatum, is it not? Jason Tatum or Brown, one of them, or maybe both. Honestly, with as poverty as this Nets franchise is, they probably gave the Celtics both picks to turn out to be Brown and Tatum. I don't know off the top of my head, but more than likely, that's what happened. We're just going to sign a ton of guards. It is what it is. We're going to play an all-point guard lineup at this point with the 2026 Chicago Bulls post-trade deadline. It is what it is. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. I've had enough. Hey, the rebuild's happening. We're rebuilding them. We're doing it in our own way. Do you think Adam Silver would, like, how much do you think he would fine this team if this is what they did? Sign a bunch of horrible players. Like, I'm talking about absolute trash. That's why that guy didn't even want to play, bro. That guy has no chance of making the NBA, and he still denied our contract. Unreal. Yo, that's actually disrespectful, man. He declined our... All right. So I don't think we're going to have anyone on the payroll next season. I'm praying we have our... If we don't have our pick... And we don't... I don't know. If we don't have our pick, I don't know what's going to happen. 2018. Who's in the 2018 draft? Let me see if we have our pick. If we don't have it... Oh, my... We don't. We don't. We don't have it, man. Oh, nah, man. That's bad. That's bad, bro. That is bad. How do I get that back? Please. Oh, boy. Nah. I'm sorry, Boston. You're going to have to give me that back somehow. We gonna have to figure this out, man. We're about to have to figure this out one way or another. I'll give you all kind of future picks. I need that back. That is about to be a pivotal pick right there. We need it. I need that back, please. I'll ask nicely. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yo, this is not good. All right, we got our pick. I don't know if it was worth it. I just gave up every pick known to man. We're doubling down on our bad trade. We made a horrible trade with Boston, giving them all our picks in the first place. And I may have just made an even worse trade, giving them all our picks again. We'll see if it pays off, man. I'm praying it does. If it doesn't, yeah, I might just have to restart this Errors rebuild. We might have to edit all this out. This is bad. We're actually a lot more competitive than I thought. We're not winning the games, but they're close. 99 and 100 versus the Warriors with Kevin Durant. And they're close games. 3-point game with the Suns, 5 with the yeah, we're not getting blown out. Let me make sure that AI did not like bring in some talent. They didn't. We're just raw dogging success. We're about to have a Dylan Brooks led team. I'll see you at the end of the season. You genuinely can't make some of this stuff up. We made it to the lottery odds, and we don't even have the best odds. And we don't even have the best odds, man. Somehow the Hawks have better. The Hawks were worse. I have a team of minimum point guards, minimum point guards. I don't have a forward, a big man, nothing. All point guards. And the Hawks are somehow still worse than us. This is Luka Doncic draft, isn't it? I think this is the Luka draft. I need number 1, man. I need it. I need it bad. Number 3. And then we also have number 12. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe they don't take anyone with these first couple of picks. Yeah. Okay. Which means who's available? Trae Young. Wait, SGA's here, isn't he? Yes. Oh man, we'll take SGA, man. We'll take SGA. I maybe could have waited to pick him at 12. He might have dropped. Oh, Mikal Bridges as well. Oh, Jalen Brunson. Oh boy. Jalen Brunson takes a while to develop, though. We kind of need a big man. We'll take Brunson, man. Take the best player on the board. Take the best player on the board every time. And we have an Bridges is available as well. All right, hey, we kind of robbed this draft. We made out with this draft. Not bad at all. SGA, Brunson, and Bridges. That's not a bad haul of rookies whatsoever. Karis LeVert. I mean, I guess we'll re-sign him. He's cheap. I was gonna say no just so we have cash, but he's only $1 million. We're not gonna extend a qualifying anything to any of these guys. I need all the cap space we have. How do I only have 9 million cap room, man? Who's taking all the money? SGA's $8 million. We have 68 million cap. How do I have so much money on cap hold? Yo, no, get rid of these guys. We're not paying these guys $1. They're not getting $1 out of us. Clear all these cap holds, and they better let me. Oh, Josh Borton was taking $30 million right from under our nose. This highway robbery. This guy was robbing us blind. I think the clear answer here to success is give King James a bag. I think this is the answer to success. Give him everything he wants. I probably should have did the no trade clause. Of course he doesn't. He goes back to Cleveland. There's nothing left available to grab, man. Nothing worthwhile. Oh, all the good players are gone. Maybe we can get Joel. Maybe we offer him too much. The Sixers won't match it. I'll give them all type of money, man. I'll give them all type of money. Of course they match it. I mean, this is cooked. Are we really about to pay Isaiah Thomas money? I'll give him a 1-year deal. I'll give him a 1-year deal and we'll trade him. At least that's what we'll try to do, I guess. Unbelievable. We're going to have to tank again. I don't have next year's draft pick, huh? Did I trade next year's pick? Oh, man. This hurts. This hurts. This hurts. Wow. I mean, just you're going to have to give Paul George everything. Wow. Wow. This is going bad. It's getting late. I may just have to concede defeat, or I guess I could probably just continue this tomorrow, end the recording and do a second recording. finish up tomorrow, but I want to do that. That seems like a lot. Do I have? Let me see. If I don't have my pit, there's no point of drafting a bunch of garbage and tanking. I don't have it. Boston has it again, man. We gave it away to Boston again. How does this keep happening? I doubled down on the worst trade in history and it made it worse. It made it even worse. I can't trade him because we just signed him or whatever. What about Jalen Brunson? I'm about to turn this off. This recently signed thing off. Is that even a real rule? Is that a real rule? Are these rookie contracts even solidified yet? I don't care. I'm turning that off. The rookie signing, we're gonna turn it off right quick because I gotta see if I can get a deal out of Boston. I gotta get that pick back. You can love it, you can hate it, you can be mad about it. We got to do what we got to do at this point. I think that's a real thing, you know. I should have been able to trade these guys during the draft, but the game won't let me. The game won't let me. So let's offer him that. It won't do it. What if I add Dylan Brooks? They still won't do it. What if I give you another pick? What if I give you the Rockets pick? I can't give them. They don't want to give it up, man. We might not be able to get them anyway. All right, we got our pick back. We had to give up pretty much everything we just built. We're going to do the same method yet again. Same method yet again. Sign a bunch of trash to one-year deals. Tank. Hopefully get a good pick. Hopefully bring in some talent. This team is in such a bad spot. I don't know what else to do, personally, especially with my time restraints. For me, personally, it's the fact that I have to be up for work pretty soon. I have to be up for work pretty soon. So, we're going to do what we got to do. All right, the worst record you've probably ever seen. 5-77. It's gonna be quite the turnaround trying to fix this team. We're in a rough spot. This is a really rough spot. If I don't get a good draft pick, we're doomed. The San Antonio Spurs win with DeMarcus Cousins. I don't even want to look at the draft lottery. Just show me, please. Oh my goodness. All right, we have 4 and 5. Look at that Houston pick turned out big. We have 4 and 5. Who was in 2019 draft? I can't even think straight at this point. Let's look at our prospects. Can we maybe trade up? I'm not worried about Zion, Ja. I don't even love any of these prospects in this draft. This is not the draft to have a high pick in, really. If I'm being quite honest with you, Zion. To be honest, though, Zion usually sims really well. I should have traded up and got Zion. I actually might have missed out with that. And now we're left with some scraps. There's not a lot to pick through here. Darius Garland is probably the best option I have available. Is there anyone we're missing that's down here in the weeds? I already have so many guards, though. Guards are easy to come by these days. I need a good big. I was hoping to grab a good big out of this draft. It does not look like one's going to be available. I think Tyler Hero and Darius Garland is probably our best. Maybe RJ Barrett. We'll grab RJ Barrett and we'll grab Darius Garland, I think. Tybull. We'll grab Darius Garland. Claxton would have been good. Maybe I should have got Claxton and Garland. Claxton instead would have been cool. All right, we'll take this. RJ Barrett and Garland. I kind of wish I would have moved up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll move forward. Qualifying offers. Let me go make sure that we're not have anybody in cap hold. Look at these guys wasting all this money. We need to clear this out. I need this money for cap space. You're not going to steal this money from me. We have 77 million to work with. I need Jokic. This is who I need. We need Nikola Jokic. Please, please, I beg you. We need Jokic. Let me offer some more people some stuff. In case Jokic does not come through, let me offer some contracts to some other guys. Just in case we can't get anything else. We got to leave here with something, man. We have to leave. If we don't leave here with something, we're doomed. If we don't get nothing this year, say goodbye. I don't want Cat, but I guess I'll offer him some money. And then worst case scenario, James Harden, I guess. We'll take James Harden. Jokic joins. Okay. All right, that's fine. You guys can sign wherever. The Wolves are matching. That's fine. Okay. And wait. Do we have Jokic confirmed? Is he on the team? Wait, he is on the team. Why did I not see him on the roster? Is it because we're still in moratorium? That is why. Okay. All right, so he's on the team. I saw 50 mil. Is that correct? So we can sign another big name. Perfect. Perfect. James Harden. Bring him on board. I don't want Clay. He's about to regress quick. Devin Booker, he's restricted. I don't want to waste a offer on him. I mean, I guess we'll take Clay if we can't get James, and we'll try to throw Devin Booker an offer. Maybe they won't match it. We'll throw him one. Harden signs with the Rockets. I need Clay, man. We need Clay. I need Clay. We can trade him. We got to get Clay. Suns match Booker. Clay, bro. Come on, bro. Give him more money, man. Give him as much money as humanly possible. We need Clay. I can't give him those. All right, we got Clay. Finally, things are starting to look up. We got Nikola Jokic. We have Klay Thompson, Bear, SGA, Bridges, and Garland. A ton of guards. We're probably going to have to make some trades with some of those guys. That's fine. We have cash for some piece. I don't have a lot of cash to bring in any depth, though. I'm going to put these guys on one-year deals. We don't want to clog our cap space. We might need that. We'll just round out our bench as best as we can. Tony Allen. Sure. Oh, Caris LeVert. Yeah, bring him back. Why not? I like the idea of bringing back Caris LeVert. Power forward. We don't have a power forward. This is not going well, man. I had high hopes for this. It's just simply not going too great. We got Michael Beasley on the team again, maybe. He doesn't even want to sign with us. Players won't even sign with us. Can we get an ancient Taj Gibson? These guys don't even want to play for this association. We need a backup center as well. There's nobody available. I don't know what to do. We don't have any more draft picks. We're just screwed. We're screwed. It's getting late. I hate to do it. I hate to leave a video unfinished, but we might have to. I may have to accept defeat, and we may have to retry this challenge again in the future. It's just this Brooklyn Nets team. I really messed up in the first season when I did not have my draft pick. That was a whole wasted season. So we have some good pieces now, though. We have Jokic. We have Thompson. We have SGA developing quickly. I want to trade Klay Thompson, but we have to simulate to the middle of the season, so we'll do that. So there were no good trades available for Klay Thompson, at least nothing that made us any better. We did land the 5th seed, though, so Brooklyn is actually doing decent. We won 50 games, surprisingly, and that's still far before most of our players have developed. So maybe we're not in as bad of a position as I originally anticipated. I also just realized I still have the bench playing like insane minutes. So I definitely should have fixed that. Maybe we could have won more, actually. Maybe this roster is good enough to compete, and I've been selling it short for a little bit. We didn't even have our best lineup in either. SGA, Klay Thompson, Barrett, Taj, and Jokic. No, they're not good enough to compete, if I'm being honest. But maybe we can make some noise. And I'm actually going to switch up this rotation a little bit. I like this far better for a rotation. No, that's a pretty solid starting lineup, actually. That's actually, frankly, not half bad. It's not going to be good enough to win a championship right now. But we'll let it fly. We'll let it fly. Maybe soon enough. We win the first round. If we can beat Cleveland, we actually in decent shape. Oh, we beat Cleveland. Round 1, I didn't even look at the teams because we were flying through them. If you remember, Steph Curry did join the Bulls. We beat them by 1. Klay Thompson versus Steph. That's an interesting series. We just beat LeBron's Cavaliers. LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. We have a match now against Philly, who have Joel Embiid, Jokic versus Embiid. They have Ben Simmons. I feel like we can win this, though. You know Embiid likes to duck Nikola Jokic. So let's limit the first game. They win game 1. We take game 2. Yo, if we make it to the finals, this is actually shocking. We have fresh legs going into the playoffs. We have fresh legs in the playoffs. I barely played these guys all year. Oh, what game 7? Please don't do this to me. I'm just so ready to be done. Oh, boy. So, of course, we have to simcast. This game 7, man. Come on, Brooklyn. We're on the road, but I feel like we can pull this off. Right now, it's a blowout. They're up big. No way you blow this lead. They win the game 7 in Philly. Oh my goodness. Klay with 21. Jokic 13, 20, and 8. That's like a prime MVP Jokic. I didn't even realize we're already in 2020. I don't know who P. Early is. Philip Early he's cooking. I don't know why he played 30 minutes. I don't know how he played 30 minutes. Embiid couldn't get it done. Thank goodness for Embiid choking. 15 and 8. Their whole team played. They had Trae Young as well. Oh my goodness. We go on to the finals against the Phoenix Suns, who have Devin Booker, Gordon Hayward, Donovan Mitchell, Marvin Bagley, and Dragan Bender. That should have been our Donovan Mitchell right there. Game 1. Come on, Brooklyn. Oh my. Yo. I was doubting this team. They win game 2. Come on. Game 3 goes to Brooklyn. Come on. Game 4 would be big. Oh. Clay with 24 a night. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. We're about to do the heavy minutes method again. We're gonna give these guys some big minutes, see if they can get it done. It's such a big game that we're gonna simcast the game 6. I normally reserve simcast for game 7s, and right now Phoenix is up. Brooklyn fights back. Please, Brooklyn, please. We're at home. We're on home court. You gotta pull this one off. You have to pull this one off. They're up by double digits down the stretch. Only a couple minutes left. Phoenix hasn't scored in a while. Oh my goodness, that was scary. We just forced a game 7. Clay with 33, Jokic 28 and 17 and 7. He's playing 44 minutes, 22 for Barrett. Oh, Devin Booker's playing some heavy minutes as well. Oh boy. It all boils down to this. The rebuild can be done here. I am drained. I'm burnt out on this one. I really hope Brooklyn wins here. We're gonna simcast this one. Game 7. We got the lead early. They have the lead going into the half. It's still relatively close. Brooklyn's kind of running away with it. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man, we have to jump in. Brooklyn has the basketball. Tied game, 33 seconds left. They inbound it to SGA. Klay Thompson has the ball. Jokic is right there. He's setting the screen. Don't pull a bad shot, Klay, please. He swings at Jokic. A wide open layup. Phoenix, no timeouts. A stop here. You're NBA champions, and we move on to the final era. We are a stop away. Eric Bledsoe with the ball. Darius Garland on the court. Rookie Garland playing in big moment of a game 7. He's there on Bledsoe. Bledsoe pulls back. I thought he was going to shoot the 3. He's driving it in. Garland is there defensively. Devin Booker to Bledsoe. Garland smothered him. No way. Oh, the Brooklyn Nets hang on. Game 7, Jokic. He played every minute of the game. 48 minutes. 36, 21, and 6. Klay with 31. SGA with 11. It was enough to get the job done. Which is all that matters. Marvin Bagley had himself one heck of a game. Oh, wow. One more era. All right, for the modern era, we did NBA today, similar to the playoffs. Timberwolves 1-7 against the Pistons, which would have actually been pretty cool. They won by 7, a pretty close game as well. We're on the Washington Wizards. So the big thing is going to be the draft lottery. Let me make sure there's nothing crazy happening here in the... You know they like to change the rules here in the league meeting. Did I save that? Let me save that. Draft lottery, we should have a good shot at the number 1 pick. We had the 14% chance. Fingers crossed we get it. AJ Dagbanza would be fantastic. We don't. We get number 3 though. Chicago gets number 2. So as a Bulls fan, for me this would be like a Christmas miracle. This would be the most beautiful thing I may have ever seen in my life. They would probably still find a way to blow it. They're supposed to have 2 first-round picks. They're supposed to have number 12. The Bulls are supposed to have 12 as well. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not that worried about it. We're gonna advance to the NBA draft. We have number 3, so we should be able to get a good piece. I mean, this is a stacked draft. AJ goes 1, probably Cam Booz 2, which means we have the number 3 pick. Number 3. I don't even know what that said, man. Darren Peterson to me sounds like the most obvious answer. We already have Trae Young. We have, who else do we have? We have Anthony Davis. We don't have a good shooting guard, so that's a pretty obvious one. We'll go ahead and choose Darren Peterson, 6'6" shooting guard. That'll work for me. Our next pick, I'm not worried about the second rounders. We're not going to utilize these. So let's advance. We got our rookie. We got a great pick. This one should not be too bad. We're not going to pay any of these guys money. I need this money for free agency. We have some solid pieces already. Of course, we're going to accept Alexander Sarr. Keyshawn George, we're going to definitely bring back. Leo will definitely bring back. Carrington. They have such great young talent on this team. They have so many pieces, actually. They actually have a very bright future. We're not going to do Cam Whitmore. Not bringing him back. He costs far too much for the value he brings. Qualifying offers, no point in offering, and I'm not going to pay him. How much money do we have? None. Absolutely none. But we can sign some guys still to some minimums. What positions do we need some boosts on? We need a small forward. I like Kelly Oubre. I'm a big fan of Kelly Oubre. If we can pick him up, that'd be fantastic. If we can actually get Kobe White, I would love Kobe White. I'm a huge Kobe White fan, if you did not know. I used to live out in Goldsboro back in the day as a kid, which is where Kobe White is from. I was stoked when the Bulls drafted him. I was depressed when the Bulls did not focus on re-signing him and let him go in a trade. It is what it is, though. I would also like to get out of Sama, to be honest, but we have so many guards. I think our main focus has to be picking up a small forward on Kelly Oubre Jr. Can we afford both Oubre and White? We have money like that here in Washington? Yeah, Washington's got some cash. Can we pick up Alex Caruso too? I didn't know they have money like this. These dudes just signing whoever they want. Is Washington really in position like this? We'll bring in Caruso. Can we afford Vooch? Vooch goes back to the Bulls. I would actually, I would cry if that happened in real life. If Vucevic ended up back on the Bulls after we finally traded. I mean, I loved him, but it's like the money he was getting for at this point in his career, his age, you know, the direction we're trying to go with young guys, it just made no sense to me. Made no sense. I know a lot of Bulls fans really did not like him. I was a very big Vucevic fan. I thought he was great. I think he's a very good center. I think he's underrated. We'll take a flyer on Ben Simmons. Why not? Yeah, we just stacked up this roster. Can I sign Trae Young? Is there no? Do I have salary cap turned off on accident? How do we still have money? I think I may accidentally have the salary cap turned off. It's on. I don't know how we still have all this money. Trae Young, maybe we have the rights to him after the trade. I don't know. I'm just signing guys left and right, man. Oh, my roster's full. Hey, we're good. We're loaded. We got like 101 pieces. I don't know. We had like unlimited cap space. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what the Wizards got going on. What kind of wizardry the Wizards got going on. You see what I'm doing here? But hey, we'll take it. Why not? 2027 NBA Giraffe is the next one we need to load up. And I like the direction we're headed. We have a stacked team. So this is where our roster stands. Of course, we have Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Sar, Keyshawn George, Kobe White, Trey John. A ton of pieces here. I mean, an absolute insane amount of pieces. I think we need to go ahead and make some trades because I'm not trying to be here all day long. So we may be trying to win now. Honestly, Anthony Davis, if we can get something decent in return for him, I would love Joel Embiid, actually. I think I would much prefer Joel Embiid over Anthony Davis. And then we could trade Sar. Evan Mobley, I would definitely prefer over Anthony Davis. I think we'll take Evan Mobley. I don't know. 2K does like Anthony Davis, though. He usually sims pretty well. He may be worth keeping over Evan Mobley. Zion sims very well in 2K also. Oh, this is a tough decision. I can get a lot of talent. We're gonna make the Cavaliers too good if we do that. I think we just keep Anthony Davis for now. Maybe we'll trade him next year. For now, I think we keep him. Trae Young is recently signed. I can't trade him until December 20th. Maybe we just let this team ride how it is. And if we're like halfway at trade deadline, I'm not liking it, maybe then we can make some moves. Bob Carrington, can I get something decent for him? He should have some decent value, to be honest. Yeah, 3.5 stars. Do we have any holes on our team? I mean, we're honestly pretty well rounded. To be real with you, maybe we just run. Yeah, I think we just run this team and see what happens. We have a lot of talent on this group. We could definitely get an upgrade here, though. I think if we combine Keyshawn George and Bub, maybe we can get an upgrade, like a small forward or something. Modest Buzelis is a pretty valuable guy, but he's going to take a while to develop. I don't love any of these like right off the rip. Aaron Peterson, he's got to have some huge value, right? Sar Thomas, Denny Avdija, Scoot Henderson. I know Darren Peterson is going to be well worth in the long run. So will Keyshawn George. But I want to win now. You know what? Let me not get greedy. Let's just simulate. See how this goes with this team. We have a solid team. We signed a bunch of guys. It's not going good. It's not going good so far. I don't want De'Aaron Fox, no. And I definitely do not want to pair Anthony Davis with Victor Wembanyama. Off to a rough start. We may have to make some trades. So we made it halfway, and I was looking at a few variations of Trae Young trades, and some of these are kind of enticing, like getting Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen, Devin Booker. I mean, I'm not huge on getting just Devin Booker. If they gave me something else, maybe. I think I do want to trade Trae Young. It's just a question of how. What's the best way to go about trading Trae Young where we still get something good in return? Maybe if we package George into a deal. I haven't looked at this one yet. I want to get an upgrade at point guard and then a more NBA ready player at another position. I think that would be ideal. And I think I like this. Keontae George, a little, probably not quite as good as Trae Young, but I think I like him better than Trae Young, and we get Lauri Markkanen. We may just take that. We're sitting at like the 9th, 10th seed right now, so I don't like the direction we're going. I want to make a move, and I know Keyshawn George is young. He's a good piece that's going to develop, but I'm getting antsy. I'm ready to try to win right now. I'm not trying to be here all day long like I mentioned. I think we're going to go ahead and take that deal. I actually do like that one. Oh, I like this deal with Denny Avdija too, though. Let's go to take the deal that brings in George and Lauri Markkanen. I like this quite a bit. Lauri Markkanen is a fantastic piece, and now our depth chart looks pretty solid. We still have plenty of power forwards to spread out. I need a good backup center for Alexander Sarr. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting rid of Alexander Sarr, to be honest. If I could find something a little bit better, I'd be completely willing to ship him out. If I could find a better center, I don't know if we're gonna find a better center. Brandon Miller would be a great pickup too, actually. But then we would need to replace our center still. We would still have a hole at center. Let me shop around, see if we can get a center another way, and we may take Brandon Miller. Never mind. I was shopping Trey Johnson, and Brandon Miller's right there, man. They're going to give up Darius Acuff, which is actually a little bit mind-boggling to me. I don't really want to give up Kelly Oubre because we kind of need that for our depth chart, but our depth chart will be perfectly fine. Excuse me. If we're able to get Brandon Miller, I mean, that's a steal. Avdija is another solid pickup. That might actually be worth it as well. We also get Kobe Brown out of the deal. Maybe that one is actually a little bit more well worth it. Or we get either the Thompson twins. Isn't half bad either. Have some fantastic defense. Brandon Miller or Avdija. Brandon Miller or Avdija. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. We'll take Brandon Miller. I want to pull the trigger on that. And we're going to continue to make this team even better as well. Because now we have a ton of point guards. We can really trade Bub Carrington or Kobe White. Bub is going to get us more in return. Our shooting guard rotation is phenomenal. Our small forward rotation is phenomenal. I would like to get a huge upgrade at center if I can. If we could get like a massive upgrade at center, but apparently teams aren't really looking at these as too valuable as far as returns. We may just have to continue with what we have now. What we have now may be the final look. I don't think we're going to get the upgrade that I'm hoping for at the center position. I think Alexander Sarr is about the max we're going to get on that. So I am going to go ahead and actually take this deal from the Pelicans to bring in Mitchell Robinson just to have some center depth. We have so many guards that I like the idea of bringing in some centers. So now we have a very deep team. We have George and Kobe White with Acuff coming off the bench. Brandon Miller and Darren Peterson. We have Lauri Markkanen with Coulibaly. We even have Alex Caruso in the mix. Anthony Davis with Will Riley and Ruby as his backup, and Alexander Sarr with Mitchell Robinson as a backup. I love the look of this team. We are going to definitely change these rotations, though. We're lowering our bench depth significantly, dropping the utilization. We're going to go with that method of playing our stars heavy minutes. And even our bench guys are very good. So I like our odds here. We're at 15 and 18. We're at the 10th seed. Hopefully by the end of the season, we could crack like top 5. But we get top 4 even. Home court advantage, that would be ideal. Maybe make a run in year 1. Rookie of the year ends up going to Cameron Boozer. But we did have the 6th man of the year go to AJ Dabanza, which I think is diabolical that he's not starting. In what world would he not be starting? The Washington Wizards, we don't have any All-NBA teams. That's not a shock. But we did make the playoffs. We landed the 6th seed, so it was a pretty solid turnaround, actually. Ended up 46 and 36, which is not too bad. And I forgot we kept Anthony Davis, actually. Maybe we should have traded him. I forgot he's 34 years old. He's probably about to start dropping off. We should have took what we could get for him. Brandon Miller was actually our leading scorer. George, the second leading scorer. Lauri Markkanen, Anthony Davis, Sarr, Kobe White. I think I made a mistake keeping on Anthony Davis. I forgot he was still on the roster, to be honest. Round 1 is against the Brooklyn Nets with Igor, Michael Porter Jr. We have the way better team on paper, and even just looking at overalls, we have the significantly better team. We have more veteran pieces. We just have the better team overall, and it shows. We're able to win in that 5 games, and we avoid the 2nd seed Cavs. We play the 7th seed Atlanta Hawks. I imagine with Jonathan Kuminga in them, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Chris Stapps. I guess Chris Stapps went back to Atlanta here. And I think they should have Kuminga off of the bench. So we'll simulate the first game. Atlanta wins. No way Atlanta's running away with it. Come on, fight back, Washington. Fight back. Fight back. Force a game 7. Oh, they do. I actually wasn't expecting them to. I thought it was over. 19 for Sar. A huge game 6 to keep the season alive. We'll simulate this game 7 with Simcast. Hopefully we can pull it off. It's in Washington. We have home court advantage on our side. And right now they're up big. So that might have just been... Was that a 3-1 comeback? Or 3-0? That was a 3-1, right? Huge game 7. Laurie with 21. Anthony Davis 17 and 16. A big game from Davis. 16 and 13 from Sar. And in the conference finals, we face off with the New York Knicks. And out west, we have the 5th and 6th seed in the conference finals. So if they can win here, we actually have a huge advantage just standing wise as far as our opponent. Our matchups should be the easiest one we're going to possibly get. And they have, of course, Jalen Brunson, Bridges, OG, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns. The same core they've had for a few years now and have not been able to get it done, unfortunately. I think we have a good enough team to get it done. They have veterans, though. Yeah, that veteran leadership, I think that's coming into play. We're too young. No way we come back down 3-0. No way, right? Yo, Washington, don't get me excited, man. 4 guys with 20. Don't get me excited, Washington. Oh my goodness, a 3-0 comeback from the worst team in the NBA to making the playoffs to having the first ever 3-0 comeback. Come on, no. Oh, they're getting smoked in game 7. New York put a stop to that real quick. New York put a stop to that very, very, very quickly. But I think we're right on the cusp. I think we are right on the cusp of winning. That was a very, very solid first year. Let's just go ahead and get through this offseason real quick. I don't know if we have any draft picks from any trades, maybe. Maybe we have a chance at a top pick. Doesn't look like it. The Bulls still have a couple of top picks. Shout out to Chicago. I'd love to see it play out this way. As a Bulls fan, this would be fantastic. The number 3 pick the next year. This is beautiful. 3 and 11. 3 and 11 is gorgeous. We'll go to the NBA draft. I don't know what our pick is looking like. I don't know at what point it is. 22. I don't know any of these guys, so I don't know who's good here. I guess we'll just... Oh, this guy was projected to go 10th. I feel like we should take him. Why not? I mean, he was projected to go way higher than he did, so let's take advantage. Where did we get him at? 22? What's his overall? 73 overall. Not bad. I mean, not bad. Was there anyone? Yeah, there was a couple of guys better that were available, but that's all right. We're not going to sign these 2nd round picks. I guess we'll sign the 1st round pick because why not? Anthony Davis accepts his player option, so we still have everybody. We bring everyone back, and I'll bring back Jaden Hardy too. Why not? We have a ton of money. Our core is all still here for the most part. I have to make sure I don't mess this up. Brandon Miller, Keontae George, Coulibaly. We have to go offer all the money manually. Brandon Miller, offer him a contract. Coulibaly and Keontae George is who all we have to give money to. George should be up here, right? Yeah. Give all these guys contracts, bring them all back. Pretty much just run back the exact same team. I'm satisfied with where we were. Bring Caruso back too. Oh, I guess I can't afford Alex Caruso. Very unfortunate. Can I afford Dean Wade? I think we already have as many players as we can. So we'll push into the next season, and hopefully this will be the one where we're all done. We finally wrapped this up. We're at over 2.5 hours on this video. Over 2.5 hours. I literally thought this was about to be like an hour and 5-minute video, like max. I thought I was gonna have time to record 1 or 2 more videos tonight, but I'm like way past my bedtime. It's not good. And I unfortunately definitely missed out on being able to trade Anthony Davis. We can no longer, at least they're no longer offering Evan Mobley as a deal, and I don't really love any of these other options. So I guess we're just gonna stick with Anthony Davis. Hopefully we can get it done this year, because I know for a fact after this season, Anthony Davis's overall plummets like draft. He's about to be like an 83 overall. So we have got to win a championship this season. If we don't win something this year, we're pretty much done for. A decent start. I was gonna say a solid start, but then we started losing. We need a top like 3 seed if we're gonna do something here. I don't know if we saw this or not already, but Giannis is on the Warriors. He wins MVP. He did go join the Golden State Warriors, which also, I might add, happens a lot in these simulations as well. Washington, very good. Second seed, had a fantastic season. And I have to make the executive decision. If we don't get it done right here, we don't get it done. I'm gonna have to call it. It's getting a little bit out of hand right now. We do end up making it to the playoffs though, second seed. Real quick, we'll look at the season stats for our guys. George, Sar, Miller, Markkanen, Peterson, Anthony Davis is all the way down here, averaging 13 and 8. I really missed the mark not trading him. In case for some reason I really want to show the league leaders, in case you wanted to know these. I don't think I've shown these all video, so I don't know why I'm showing it right now, but here we go. Round 1 is against the Toronto Raptors. They have Scotty Barnes, I believe, RJ Barrett. Yeah, that same group we know. This should be a sweep, honestly. I don't even think they should defeat us once. It was a little scary they won the first game. The Brooklyn Nets, we beat them last year. Let's run it back. Sweep them. Detroit, we're facing the #1 seed in the East now. They have a very good unit, but actually I like our unit better on paper. You look at our paper, our team on paper, I think is a little bit better. Let's simulate the first game. Detroit takes it. We take game 2. We take game 3. Just knot it up. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it. I'm so close though. You know what? Let's do it. Let me just hurry up. We'll cut to the next playoffs. I'm gonna go quick. So in one final hoorah, we're gonna shake things up a little bit. We're gonna make a trade for Franz. I'm shipping out Laurie and Anthony Davis and a couple of picks, and they're even throwing in Desmond Bane. We have a ton of depth now. I don't need Laurie or AD. We'll see if hopefully this can make a difference on the roster. And I'm going to change Franz to a power forward, I should say, because we have so many small forwards in the roster. He doesn't play great at power forward, unfortunately, but that's all right. We're gonna have to make it work. Darren Peterson is our best player now. He has developed very quickly, 93 overall. We got George, we got Sar, we got Miller. We have a stacked team. We have all type of players all over the place. Every single position is loaded up with a fantastic player, at least like a mid to high 80s. This is our best chance. In fact, this is our only chance. Let's go ahead and simulate this regular season, get to the end ASAP. All right, we have the best record in the East, 69 wins, and actually the best record in the entire NBA. A very good season for our team. We've put together quite the roster, and everyone's playing very well. Everyone's in like the mid-teens to the 20s. Everyone's scoring in double digits, and I'm actually going to drop down this bench depth as well. We're just going to go for it in the playoffs. These guys are going to play some heavy minutes. I know we have a deep bench, but why play them when we could just play our best players every single night? Round 1, we don't even know yet, is going to be against the Cavaliers. We missed out on taking Evan Mobley. Can we defeat them as revenge? We do. Chicago in round 2, they have Bub Carrington. I guess we traded them to Chicago. I don't remember for who, or if he was a free agent or what. I actually don't remember. Cameron Boozer, and they have Josh Giddey, 6th man of the year, coming off the bench. Simulate this round. We win it. We have a rematch with Detroit. We already saw their team last year. We win that in 7. We win it in 7. We're speedrunning this final year. We win by 20 there. Here's game 7, 29, 23, 23. And we have a finals matchup against the Mavericks, the second best record in the league. Braden Burries, Jalen Green, Coop, Jeremy Sokan, and Derek Lively. I honestly like our team better. And Coop is probably the best player on this court, but our team's pretty good, and it's shown. We're up 2-1. They knotted up. Come on, man. That's tough if we lose this. That's tough. We're right on the cusp. I mean, I'd say it's a successful rebuild. We haven't won a championship yet, but it's sure to come soon. We have a super solid young core. Everyone's under contract. We're gonna probably win one eventually. I'd say it's a successful rebuild, and the fact that we rebuilt the team there, championship contenders, I do unfortunately have to get going. So cutting it is slightly short. I'm sorry that the end was a little bit rushed. Some of these errors took a little longer than I was expecting. It is getting very late, and I have to wake up pretty early for work. Hopefully you all were still able to enjoy. If you made it this far in the video, that is insane. Most of you probably won't see this part anyway, so I guess I don't feel that bad. But if you made it this far, put a 17 in the comments. If you put a 17 in the comments, I know you're like one of the realest ones ever. Drop a like, subscribe. This was exhausting. Please like. I need some likes for this one. I really appreciate the love. Subscribe if you want to see some more content coming soon.